Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is episode 718. My flared collar, Weed Nerd World. What's up? How you guys doing? What the hell? Why won't this thing sit flat? I don't think it's supposed to, be honest with you. Cheers, everybody. CJ Apple, how you doing? Cheers, 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 my friend. Get this chat popped on. My mouse is all sticky. My mouse pad, really martial artist. What's up, BT? Pink Jam, big booty face. In the house already. Cheers, guys. Chat brought over here to the right location. Yeah, I hate it when my fucking mouse pad gets all weird like this. There we go. That's where she should be. Stu Boo, great morning to you. All you got left to do is get her top live chat. Boom. Done. What you guys smoking on? What's up, Roy Duggan? Cheers, cheers. Rolling up a little bit of fucking, I don't even know what I'm rolling up. It's partly some of Kazoo stash and a little bit of fucking Smiley's platinum cake. That's right, too. Baby, I'm howling for you. Good tune by Black Keys. I got some fucking scissors right there and I'm all breaking in the wall caveman style. What's up? What you guys smoking on this evening? I see no replies. Like the camera over there keeps cutting me off. But I do like to, I need to figure it out. I need to move the lava lamp. That's the answer. Move the lava lamp to a better locale rather than move me to another locale, right? Green fingers already popping on. Better get my headphone ready. Right, two. I think that's too much shit on my desk. I hate clutter. I hate clutter. It's terrible. Crystal runs. It sounds pretty good. I already got my copyright in for the Black Keys, man. They're really sensitive about their material. Blue cheese, that sounds good as well. Stu, be smoking on. I better cancel it if I got the chance. Although I do really enjoy the Black Keys. What's up, Green Fingers? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Could you hear me?
No.
No? You said no. I was gonna do a reveal, but hold on. Let me go. There. Okay. I was gonna take a shower, but you didn't give me no time, so.
Don't give you no time. You know what time it is, man.
Weed Nerd World time.
Shit, if anything, I'm running late. Anywhere between 2 and 2:20, Weed Nerd World. I was gonna wait till the 20, but I was like, fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I usually have that 20. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
It was only 6 minutes. 6 minutes difference. You trying to tell me you were gonna get butt naked, shower, and be dressed?
I'm already only naked from the. I only have clothes on this waist high, so I'm like that close to being naked.
Let's keep the camera waist high or above the waist then.
Keep the waist up going.
So Pagerton.
Yeah.
CJ.
If I knock the camera downwards, you don't have to worry because there's no light down there, so might get blinded by the light. Actually,
is it pointing up at your penis?
right down at it. So shit, when I was 250 pounds, you know, not like you could see much of yourself. You're like looking at your stomach the whole time. Like, you know, my toes. You know, I'm like, damn, I can see my toes. What are those things under me?
Like, I can't picture you at 250.
I gotta get some pictures. I had a beard that went down to the middle of my chest. fucking
Really?
and hair was down the middle of my back. Like fucking, it was only like 10 years ago. I feel it's a long time ago.
It's a long time
A long time. I've changed a lot.
ago.
I'm all skinny and sexy now. Gotta
This
eat something.
motherfucking green fingers.
A piece of meat.
Smiley's platinum cake's pretty tasty. Give him credit for that.
Why you have to
Man.
drink it in front of me for?
You wouldn't. I went and bought. I'm actually buying these fuckers by the case now, just to save myself some running around.
You're such a dick. You're just drinking them right in front of me, flaunting them.
Fucking. I went into the gas station where I fucking buy them from, and the gal looks at me and she goes, and granted, I've never even had one other than hello, have a nice day, no conversation, right? I buy the throw the case up there, and she looks at me. She's like, "I started drinking them because of you." I'm like, "Why?" Because I was buying them 5 or 6 at a time before I started doing the case thing. She was like, "Yeah, seemed like you really seemed to like them, and everybody else, you know, there's a couple of you guys that come in and buy them like 4 or 5 at a time." I'm like, yeah, I know that guy, them guys. I fucking try to fucking, that's why I'm buying them by the case. I'm tired of racing them around town trying to fucking find these bitches.
There's only 5 of you guys in the whole county that are fucking buying up all the fucking.
One of them's a cop. One of them I know for sure is a cop. I'm like, yeah, well, don't tell him I'm buying them all. Don't tell the cop it's the guy in the truck buying them all.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. You guys have something in common. Your favorite drink. Like,
Yeah, that's the out. You know how fast you were going? Fast enough to go get me some Arizona RX. Shit, I love them too.
Oh, you both have a can, like you both cheers and fucking he let you on your way and fucking that'd be awesome.
That's a commercial. It's a commercial right there.
Son of a bitch and locks you up right away because you're the guy that's been buying them all. He's like, fuck that. He's like, you're going in. I got some questions to ask you.
Right. I won't have to race to the store tomorrow. I'll be full.
That's awesome.
I actually met when I was on the other side of the lake. I told you guys that on this one night on the show that I actually run into the guy that was buying them up at my local gas station over there one night. I come into the fucking gas station and big guy too, about 6'5", come in and he's got like fucking both arms full. And I like wandered back and he must have heard me. I'm like, son of a bitch already. And I come back out and the lady's like, he's right there, because I used to ask her, who the fuck's meeting me here? And he looked at me, he says, you must be the other guy. I said, you must be the other guy. He's like, I've got a few extra tonight. And he hands me like half an armful. He gives me 3 of the 7 he had. I'm like, man, that's pretty fucking cool of you, brother. He's like, no problem, man. I'm actually getting a couple more than I usually would get in. So, yeah. Thanks for sharing.
That's cool.
So what's your favorite drink? You've got to have.
That's my favorite drink. It's what I used to drink before I work out or after. Now I drink this shit. Let me go grab one because I can't even pronounce
it. I gotta go get one because I'm thirsty. Oh, them are good too. Them are good.
Yeah. They cost a little bit, but at Walmart they're cheaper. So
that just means Walmart doesn't sell the RXs. You can get the green teas and everything else at a discount, but they won't. They do not carry the RX.
You have to order them yourself on fucking the computer, and then they'll have a pallet for you waiting there. Like they'll order extras. Like, fuck yeah, ordered on the computer, online, the computer, and talk. Christ.
Huh. Might have to look into that. Might save me a few extra bucks. Meanwhile, about saving that cash.
Hell yeah. They deliver it. That's the cool part. For $50 minimum fee. Be a lot of Arizonas for $50.
Cheers, Major. Kushmaster, if you can hear me already.
Kushmaster.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I can hear. Hope you can hear me.
Cheers,
How's it going,
sir.
boys?
I can hear you, you cunt.
Oh,
You cunt.
hey,
Fucking cunt.
he's got that Australian.
Fuck yeah.
What's going on?
Pop those seeds, you cunt.
Fuck off.
I am, yeah. I'm just doing them a little bit at a time because my seed germination sucks.
Oh, come on now. Don't blame
Yeah.
yourself, man. It's just the seeds, dude. Don't give up. Just pop them. I'll send you more,
No,
brother.
I'm gonna pop them all, man. But yeah, I just suck at. I got low germination rates. It's not the seed's fault. It's my fault. But
Well,
I just keep practicing.
how you doing it, man? Let's hear it.
Well, I was just well, first of all, I was having zero germination rate, but I realized the seeds I was practicing on, they were like fucking 6 to 8 years old. So then I got some old Hermie seeds from about 10 months ago, and then I got about 90% germination rate of those out of about 20 seeds. So I planted them, like I put them on top of the HLG, and I put like a 1/2 inch spacer, use the HLG quantum board as a heat mat sort of thing. And they sprouted tails and everything. And then as soon as I put them in the cocoa, the room is 82 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit because it's LED. And I think in the 6 hours when the lights went off, the temperatures must only went to 78, but shit just didn't come up from the cocoa. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. So now I'm just thinking I'm just going to wait till it gets fully heated up or yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting them on top of the HLG, and the tails are getting like an inch long out of the fucking in the paper towel method, and then I'll put them in, the cocoa because now all I was doing was just a 24-hour soak, and then I'd put them in the paper towels, and as soon as I'd sprout, just a couple of millimeters, I'd put them in cocoa and they wouldn't come up, but they all germinated, so I don't know, man. I just don't want to waste all your fucking seeds practicing, so yeah.
Can I ask you how deep are you putting them? Like how deep are you putting them?
Half an inch to a 1/4 inch deep. Yeah, about 1 centimeter to
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, the water's tempered at fucking 75 degrees. I've been doing it a long time, man. I've always done clones. I've never really done that much seeds.
The only thing
when I
I'd
was
do
breeding.
is I'd get rid of that old heat mat thing. Don't worry about that. If anything, that'll dry out your seeds, give them too much heat, whatever. I just get rid of that heat mat. Like heat mats are just issues.
Unless
Don't
you're
need
in
that.
a chilly area, right? Fucking where you actually need that extra. Yeah, I agree. It's worthless unless you're in a chilly room.
Mid-70s, you're fine.
With the glass.
And I mean, if I wait another month, man, when it's full on spring here, if I chuck 30 fucking beans into a pot, cover them with a handful of soil, 30 beans will pop up. It's that ridiculous, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, there's like a 3-month period where you can throw beans on concrete, they'll germinate outside. But the rest of the year, I suck balls at it. Yeah. And like I said, the room that they're in is 79 degrees is the lowest it gets. And it's normally about 82, 84 to 86. So it's definitely germination station. But anyway, I don't want to bore you with my bullshit. I'll just keep practicing and we'll get there. Yeah, I just don't want to run out of your... Yeah. Hey, bud.
Cheers, bud.
Hey, Green Fingers. How you doing, Green Fingers?
I do have some brandy wine popped, Major. Brandy wine, Queen of Soul, some of that Primal Punch.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy that Queen of Soul. That Queen of Soul has some good funk. There's a funkiness in there that's just old school. I just love it, man. It's like almost like an old school sour. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the high's a bit trippy too. The high's a little like, you know, if you go to the mall, you might be a little anxiety. It's one of those weird buzzes, right?
Call the cops on yourself at the mall.
Yeah. Hey, what's that guy doing? Oh, wait a minute. That's me in the mirror. Shit. What were you, Green Fingers? You pop his seeds yet or what?
No.
Do it. Do it.
Too hot.
My room cord fucking is dead. I gotta buy a new cord, an extension cord. But outside it could start some. Oh no, not really. It's 110 degrees still. So it was 100.
Yeah, let's
today.
back it up. Didn't you almost have a fire not so long ago? Like 6 months ago?
One cord caught on fire because I had a flood in the room. That when Pokel came down to visit me the same day, like he called me and woke me up, and I woke up and then checked on my grow room, and then poof, literally right when I opened the door, it exploded. Fucking the cord caught on fire right in front of me. Like right in front of me. I just stepped on it, turned it out, unplugged the cord, and fucking like otherwise I would have been dead.
Damn, son.
Fuck, man.
So that kind of.
And you need that extension cord? Do you have to have that extension cord?
I have to have an extension cord because that room doesn't have power at all. Like, shit.
Okay.
Like, so I have to run an extension cord from another room to that room.
Well, let's get a fund going for the fucking. Let's get the Patreon going for you, man. Let's get you a nice 12 gauge fucking extension cord.
We're trying to get $40 for Green Fingers for her extension cord.
I'll find one around here. I just gotta make my own. I fucking might start a fire, but I can make mine.
Yeah. No, man.
One of those telethons for Green Fingers, man.
No,
Seed-a-thon. Give seeds away.
Yeah. It'll be easy. I got one.
Man, just get a car and visit Bud and steal one of his. It'll be worth it. Just go, hey, Bud, what's that? Take the green.
Drop the cord up and put it in the bag and be like, yeah, all right, bud. See you later.
Peace out, fool.
See you later,
He'll give you a 2 for free anyway. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no, I could get one. I'd just tell my mom to get me. I didn't know that was wrong, why I couldn't get the lights on for like a while. I thought the timer died, and then I changed the timer out, and it wasn't the timer. And I never thought to change the cord or check the cord. I thought it was just all the little stuff to plug into in the room, like something. And I checked the cord, and the cord still worked, part of it. So 2 cords together, 1 cord burned out. Let's change the subject, guys. Shit, I'm gonna go hang myself.
Yeah. Let's stop grow room fires, right? Prevention.
Yeah,
only you can prevent forest fires.
Fire scared the shit out of me. I was like, dude, that was the first time I've heard about that shit happening. People's grow rooms catching on fire, but I was always talking shit. That shit will never happen to me. When it happened. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I've been lucky enough. No fires here. Knock on fucking plastic.
Maybe I got lucky with the flood doing it, not something exploding or catching on fire like that, like from the lights falling or something. Like, I'm glad I have LEDs and not the big ones that I had before, the 1,000-watt fucking HPS that I took out. Or that shit would have been that flood would have fucking, it would have fucked up everything. Would have burned the house down.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I thought it was Mike.
So everybody smoking.
Platinum cake.
Blueberry muffin number 1.
Gelato. Sure.
Not bad. I wish I kept it. The trichomes, when I scoped it out, are super huge, super long fuckers. Probably a good hasher. but it just didn't have any flavor. It's like, oh, blueberry muffin. Oh, this was worked by Buddy. It has the flavor. Yeah, it's okay on the flavor, but man, not what not to my expectations. It's one of those muted ones where I don't know. It's just a 6 at best on the flavor. 6 out of
You
10.
do your own bubble?
In fact, this year's gonna be a fucking, I think, 90% bubble. I noticed that
Yeah.
someone must be near the crop with a male. Seems like a lot of seed pods going on. So that's not good either.
Remember Eagles' epic fucking bubble run like 2 months ago? Holy fuck. Like 11 Aussies or something? Jesus.
Man, I
Yeah,
seen
that's-
somebody the other day. I went by their house and fucking they had just a male plant. Full of fucking just pollen. And that was the only plant they had. I'm like, I so want to just throw that fucking plant in the lake. I said, you know what? How fucking cruel joke that is to do to somebody. I understand this, you guys' first round, just whatever. But I'm like, do you have any idea what you've probably done to everybody for fucking my house by just entertaining the idea that you have a cannabis plant out there and you don't give a fuck that it's a man? I said, dude, yeah. I said, yeah, that thing needs to be thrown right in the fucking lake.
Yeah.
It's sort of getting like Pedro's situation where the outdoor bud just came so seeded that you have to make hashish into it. And it almost seems like we're in that situation now because there's so many people growing and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Which is all right, because my buddy Mike popped some of those mystery seeds. He had a cherry pie in his backyard in the city of Hamilton, which is GTA area, Southern Ontario. And it was just a mystery male, but that's exactly the cultivar is called now. It's cherry pie crowd mystery. He has 2 of them. I'm telling you, man, whatever that mystery was just a bonus to the cherry pie.
Yeah.
Nice when it works out like that, but it doesn't always work like that.
No, of course not. I say most crosses, like, I don't know, less than 10% work out. 1 in 10. The other 90 are just, I don't know, okay weed. It's just mediocre, right? It's still better than auto, but it's still just mediocre.
What is mediocre weed? No, some people just smoke monkey dust all day, so that might be the greatest weed they've ever smoked. Oh,
Man, buddy, look at those fucking colas.
what? Cola? Colita?
Yeah, buddy showing his room. I don't know if you can see that, green fingers.
No, I'm freaking blind, all right? Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck, you just get my glasses on.
I don't know what kind of screen you're looking at. If you're only looking like,
Yeah.
all I got is
You gotta
I'm looking at
swipe off.
you.
Yeah, you gotta
No, I'm
swipe
not-
off the screen that's just
Yeah.
you.
I was like, hold on, he's on the other side. You have eyes like a cat, remember, bro? Shit. Meow, meow.
Kitty. Cat vision.
Exactly.
I know cats have good, like, balance, but I don't know about their vision. It's not like, oh, cat vision, watch out. You don't hear about that. It's like
Yes,
eagle
you
eyes.
do have eyes like a cat, bro. I've heard
Eyes
that
like a
before.
cat.
You got eyes like a cat. I've never heard that before, but I'm gonna make that into something. I'm gonna turn that into one right now. Got eyes like a cat, man. I see you.
Got those gato eyes. El gato.
That's my next dream. The catfish one that I find is El Gato eyes.
How do you say eyes in Spanish? Green
Ojos.
fingers?
Ojos. So ojos al gato
All
or some shit like that.
right.
Red-eyed cat, and be like, rojo, wait, I can't say it. I could say it, but I can't think right now because I'm hungry.
El gato green fingers.
Not real. I'm not real Mexican. I'm just part, real Mexican, full Mexican.
Oh, yeah, you're Persian, huh? No, you
No,
got
it's just
fucking
damn. You
not
just
Persian.
insulted me and my whole fucking
Sorry, man. You
region.
got hang on, give me a
Syrian.
sec. I'm pretty high, man. Syrian,
Syrian,
that's
not
it. Yeah.
Persian. Come on, God.
My
Well,
bad, man.
just kidding. It's fine. I don't know. It could be. It could actually be fucking Persian. Who knows, dude? They fucking lie all the
Well,
time, leaving their fucking lands, coming to America. So yeah, I don't know what I really am. I'm a mutt.
all good. You're here now. That's what matters.
I'm an American, dude. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Not like some of us. Just kidding.
Hey.
There's Canadians and Australians in here. Shit, I'm outnumbered.
Me and Major got the Queen shirts on.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, y'all.
Gotta live the queen, man.
We're still mourning.
Yeah.
We have our queen
So
too, guys.
sad.
So fuck off. We have our queen Latifah, so don't fuck with us. Queen Latifah.
What are you smoking there, Eagle? What are you puffing
Platinum
on,
cake.
man?
Platinum
shit.
cake. Be fucking delicious.
Nice.
Is it doughy? A little sweetness.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's what I was gonna say,
Cakey.
dude. No, huh?
It's
Just
hard
tastes
to
like
tell after the Arizona, chugging the Arizona.
it's fucking lime green color, dude. It's like fucking platinum or
It's
something.
delicious. Green
It's
finger loves it.
It looks like fucking, what is that fucking stuff that Homer Simpson had on the back of his shit? Little ball of green shit. It's the same color, that green, bright ass green.
Nuclear
Yellow.
waste.
Nuclear waste. It looks like nuclear waste, dude. When I poured it in a cup, I was like, never again. Just drink it out of
Oh,
the fucking can. I love that shit so much. Pound them. I used to pound those things.
yeah.
These are all fucked up.
Hey, Major, did the kids get a school holiday, man, in September? Do you get that in Canada?
I have no idea, man. We didn't send our boy to school this year because they were supposed to make a new school up here, but they never did. These motherfuckers. There must be some kind of government scam going on that someone knows someone, because these guys are designing a brand new structure with porta buildings, like these porta potties, shall we call them? Like they're outskirt buildings, like are pre-manufactured, and they bring them in. But these buildings are costing like $300,000-$400,000 for these simple structures. So it's obviously some kind of weird. My brother makes these prefab structures. Make sure you kind of include them on your design. Well, a lot of people don't like that design, thinking that, oh, we'll just have our little kids in the middle of winter put on their coats and then travel 30 feet so they can get into these shitty little moldy portables that aren't insulated very well. The air circulation is shitty. You just don't want it.
Shit here in Michigan too.
Just fucking weird. Just get rid of that prefab. Like, why do you have that? You can't design another 30.
Yeah, you don't think your school's going to make it another 30, 50 years and then put a brick mortar building in and shit. That's the way I kind of see it.
Just weird shit. So a lot of people went against that. So now they're redesigning this structure that took 10 years to get approved. So now we're sort of, I don't know if that's a good thing, like the new VOCs from all the paints and all the glues and plastic, of course, aren't the best thing for your kid. But these old places have a lot of asbestos insulation, lead paint, just old schools from 1892 and shit they have up here, man. This old shit that I don't want my boy being exposed to. So we didn't let him go to school this year. It's junior kindergarten or whatever the fuck they call it. It's not even kindergarten. It's the first kindergarten. I think there's even a junior and a senior and then a kindergarten, I believe. I don't know.
Pre-K or pre-K?
Exactly. So we decided not to let him go to that shit. And my wifey works online, so she has ample time to teach him the little things he needs to know. And he already knows his alphabet, his number, so no point of going to school besides the social aspect of things. But man, this kid just goes up to people and starts asking about like, oh, hey, you guys like pasta? And then he's been doing this little dance. Oh yeah, he just out of nowhere. He's like, oh, you want to see my happy dance? Because that Penguin show, the Happy Feet, you seen that movie? Ever since then, he's been dancing. It's just fucking so cute, man. I'm telling you, this boy. I just found an old picture of him. Look at this kid, man.
It's
Look
cute,
at that
man.
little
cute.
guy, man. It's cute, man. That's a 1%er right there, man. That's my boy.
Yeah. He's wearing the hat like a gangster.
Hat he's wearing? Is that another hat I see?
That's my hat, damn it.
Training, bro.
It's
You didn't
it.
get all the ladies, bro.
But yeah, the federales made a fucking they get the Monday off, but the provincial government, they gave it not a official holiday. Is that pancakes, bud?
Yep.
Shit, I forgot all about that. How
Looks like a yielder.
Yeah. Well, the plant before was Wilson F2 backcross, which that one is super sick. I took a bud off a few days ago and was smoking it today or last week. Yeah, the Wilson F1 crossing the F2. So it's like an F1 back cross, I guess it says.
Right.
Cheers, Johnny. Oh, he's still connected.
Cheers, John.
He's still
Johnny.
connected. Cheers, Johnny.
I'm taking like this tray down, a part of it, every plant different, not two alike.
A lot of different plants. Cheers, Johnny.
Johnny.
I found a nice thing with the Wilson in it. It's fucking Screaming Eagle crossed into Airborne G13 crossed with the Wilson. Just a crazy cross, but just one of the 20 seeds actually was a winner. Well, I got the cut of it. I don't know if it's a winner yet. It smells like a winner. Grows like a winner.
Get very big, but it's
Yeah,
orange, apricot, mac, crossed into Wilson by Jerome, who's a friend of the son, Jerome. But
oh,
it's
yeah.
orange, apricot, mac, cross. Yeah, it's a terpy terp. Yeah.
The party up in here.
Terps.
What's up, Smiley?
Miley, cheers.
You got the
Cheers,
terpy
Smile.
terps.
What's up, man? We got that guava dog, papaya, candy, banana,
Oh,
Tangy banana.
banana tangy, guava dog. I'm gonna name
Actually, I had some guava last week, and I was really impressed by that guava.
it. I don't know. I was just laughing at the video. Young Terps.
Carbs.
This one is apples and bananas from Compound.
Is that what it smells like?
I've like taken down 5 different things, so I can't tell what anything smells like. I guess it smells good. I don't know about apples and bananas.
Do you guys remember the shampoo Apple Pectin? Did anybody ever have that back in the day? I don't know if it's even still around, but anyway.
What was that? What was that, Smiley?
The apple smelling shampoo, Apple Pectin. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that stuff.
Yeah, I think for a while the whole educational system was pushing apples. We had a whole apple thing in our school, like apple butter and apple upside down cake, apple everything. I sort of remember like apple chips. I like apple chips. I know that. I haven't bought them forever.
Chips.
Get your apple chips. Yeah, just dried out apples. Hydrated
yeah.
apples.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds pretty cool. The different smells, weed and stuff. Some of the hardwood smells are kind of different too, you know. Like I don't know, oak or cedar. And Red Pill sent me a thing on steam distillations that he always talks about if they were doing the sandalwood. And some of this stuff, like they gotta like peel apart. It's like the center core of the tree. So like all the outer bark, and then there's the outer layer that's like the sap part. They gotta peel all that away to get to the inner core of that shit, and that's what they actually extract. Pretty wild.
The sandalwood.
Yeah, the sandalwood.
Yeah, and I think it's like restricted on how much you can harvest of that tree. I want to say there's some kind of weird monopoly there.
Yep, because they're all all the trees are like endangered because they've been harvesting them. So
Right.
they take like 15 or 20 years, something like that, to grow back. So they're like really sit and do it. The other one that was frankincense, and I never realized that that's a plant sap. So they like basically they go out with these little chisels and they like a little axe kind of thing. They like scrape away the bark and they make a wound, and then they come back like the next few days or whatever, and they collect the sap that leaked out of that. And it's kind of the same thing there. They're like, I don't know, they have to watch how much they damage the tree and shit. Like they got a science to it, you know. How much?
Yeah,
It almost sounds like
tree.
It's one of the most
On the side of
expensive
a
things.
cliff too.
Yeah, they're super expensive. But shit,
It's really hard to get to those.
I
frankincense.
never realized that was tree sap, you know. Like I don't know. You hear about it because it's like a religious thing or whatever, but like,
Yeah, resinous tree sap. Yeah,
resin.
resin.
You know, I never done it, but I wonder how well the trichomes actually regenerate. If we went, and, you know, you went old school harvesting, and you took it, you know, your hand charas, you touched all those plants, and you took them away. Because I hear like old school people talking about they used to do that, you know, like multiple times a season, not just once. I never tried it. Has anyone ever experienced that or tried that? You have, Smiley, or haven't?
no, I haven't.
I was just wondering how they would regrow, man. Maybe it's time to try that shit. Even just one area, just wipe it down with your hand, just damage that bitch and see what happens.
You fucking do the hand rub on it every fucking other day.
You think they're gonna regenerate?
Imagine it would have to be more than a day or two, right, to recuperate.
A week, right?
A plant being a plant, imagine, yeah, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Time to find out, weed nerds.
Yeah. Somebody, all different regions too. So it'd work out. See who does the best with the regenerative resins.
Yeah, you guys work on that.
Yeah, I ain't wasting time. I'm using my banana.
I got a little fucking, like I said, one of my crops got seeded, so I got a lot of extra bud. I could fucking, I guess, go out there tomorrow and fucking just wipe down a whole bud, get rid of all those trichomes, and fucking see what happens, man.
I guess to a certain extent, we always are anyway. Like you go and like if you're pulling leaves on something, and you know, week 5 in flower, and you get all sticky arm hairs and shit. It's kind of fucking, you know. Be interesting to see how that comes out, Major. We're waiting for your analysis.
I'll let you know, we nerds, man.
You should write a paper on it.
Make a video on it. Make it a video.
I will officially use my scientific method and become a scientist, and we will fucking do it up.
Yeah, because
not only just one cultivar, multiple.
We could peer review your paper here, and then it would be a peer-reviewed white paper.
Ooh. And then
we could put our green check on it.
every one of us could incorporate this maybe and possibly find out what the new trichomes actually represent. Is it a better flavor? Is it empty, like an auto, just no high? Does it give you that decaffeinated tea buzz? We'll find out. We'll find out.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be the best thing you've ever found out.
So I harvested my my lettuce plants, and I got my seeds out of it.
So now we're giving away some lettuce seeds.
Fuck yeah, lettuce seeds for the winners.
Yeah, man, I got lettuce seeds now.
Oh yeah,
buddy. The
Got
cover
one in
crop,
that
man.
one. There's some right there.
Shit, you got a lot of them. But you just had like a
And I got
handful.
another kind right there. So I got 3 different kinds. I still got one more to harvest. It's not ready to go yet. Came up a little bit louder.
Got
Hell
there,
yeah.
smiling.
And what was
This
that?
is the same package from Johnny. They're seeded.
Oh, nice. The same seed, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Camel Tony.
Right on.
Camel
Camel
Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
Johnny's name.
Camel Tony. Yeah, I told my cousin about that. She said, "What's with the name Camel Tony?"
Surprised you don't got a Let's Go Brandon one yet.
Sounded like something I could snuggle up against, you know. Did a bunch of harvesting. I transplanted 6 more plants into the earth boxes. And, I got harvested 4 plants that goes down.
Nice.
Got the Godiva, man. I'm looking forward to smoking that one there because she's chunky and funky smell. And it's just right up my alley, chunky, funky.
Yeah. Johnny likes some big, likes some funky. Chunky and funky.
Yeah, and she has a nice little smell to her, you know. Excited about trying that one out. I've got another Godiva in the back there. She's like my little 70s lady. She's a bushy one, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take her to the beach with a bikini on.
It's not nice, Johnny.
How's that go? 36, 26, 36. Only if she's 4 foot.
What the fuck?
4 foot. It's not 5
I heard
feet.
I heard a girl talking. I heard a girl talking the other day, and she said that she was the giant of her family, and she's 5'5".
Dude, if her waist is 36 and she's 4 foot tall, that bitch is damn near a circle.
We like them round and juicy.
She looks like a cinnamon twist.
So Smiley,
That's perfectly right.
this is your plant, Smiley, the Gorilla Blue Sky Cuddler.
Oh yeah, you got a girl out of that. Let's look at you go.
I got a couple.
Dude,
The
first one
one
got all
stretched up a
boys.
bit. Yeah, it's a good one. It's only it's like 1 month in, so it's good for 1 month.
Oh yeah.
It's
Looks real good.
yeah. I like that one. I still haven't spotted the hippie goggles. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere. how that goes, though. I know.
Yeah, even tonight I cut something down, and it was a candy land. It was like from that aficionado guy that sells his seeds for a lot. Yeah, I guess it looks pretty nice. We'll see.
Yeah, I think what I was gonna say is I was cloning I got another round of the Gorilla Glue by Sky Color going, and the first round was all boys, and this round I was like cloning them, and I'm kind of looking at them before even sexing them. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's a boy. Yeah, that's a boy. Yeah, that's a boy. I don't know. I might still have a high percentage of boys in that. So
Well, I got this one plant. Like I've messed with a lot of plants, but this one is called Garlato. It's from these guys from SF. Every week, I can see the center finger of all the leaves is the shortest one.
yeah, that's weird.
But it could, I have like 6 of those seeds going. The only one plant has that. And then it's probably like, yeah, that's the male. So, oh well. It won't even matter. But maybe it's the female. Who knows?
What's up, Modern?
I got some Jack Russell going there, Smiley. That's stuff modern. You know what the Jack Russell is, right?
Amy Aces. And Amy Aces looks really good in bed, too. Yeah. Amy Aces.
Amy gets around.
It's looking real nice.
Has like a, fat leaf, I guess you'd call it. Yeah.
I missed what you said, Johnny. You said.
Oh, I said I got some of your Jack Rascal going.
Oh yeah, me too. That's cool.
I was excited about that.
I just popped that too, Smiley.
Like, what do you guys look at, like, as far as plant structure? And I've noticed some of them they'll really have, like, on the main stem where each leaf comes out, it'll be directly 180 opposite, and they'll be right at the same level. And then the next internode, same thing, but it's like perpendicular or whatever. But like some of them will form like a clone where they're off center from each other, so that'll throw one leaf here and then it'll go up a little, throw another leaf, and it kind of does it.
I like that form better, actually, because I think it connects better as far as the buds go.
Okay.
Makes a better cola structure as far as that goes. I think that's fine.
Is it any indicator of anything? I don't know. I mean, it seems like after you clone the fucker the first time, they start doing that anyway, right? They're not always staying really symmetrical like that.
Yeah, I think that's just one of those funny things that hormonal, maybe, possibly. It sure seems like the older the plant, the more that happens. Like, the symmetry will be there till about 2/3 of the plant. And all of a sudden, you'll be like, oh, what's going on there? It's starting to, like you said, skip. Like, inrows aren't side by side now. Now they're like 2 to, even like 4 inches apart sometimes.
What do you think, Eagle? Is that an indicator of good traits or bad traits? Is he froze? He's froze.
Just froze for me, yeah.
Well, I was going to say it's me or
we can tell because his lava lamp don't move.
Oh, yeah,
What do you think, buddy? Buddy, you've been growing a lot of seed lately. What do you think, man? Is that something you take note of? And you're like, oh, that's going to be a good one or a bad one? Or
Yeah, but sometimes you never know. That's the truth. But I like certain things in veg. You look for a little vigor, and yeah. I'll just say this. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what we're talking about, but I've had things where I've cloned a certain plant for 20 years and it's still same. I had a few other ones that were near and dear to me, somewhere between years 6 and 8. Yeah, it just like.
I heard if you don't clone right, you glow nanners that look like fucking modern genetics. Cheers, modern.
Oh shit! No way.
What the fuck did I do? Being quiet and shit. Ain't saying
That's the whole
nothing.
reason, bro. What's up, modern?
Just continue to
Forward,
clone for
doobie.
20 years and never show any sign of that. So, I mean, that's something I've experienced.
That's that squirrel tail, Johnny.
Yeah. It's getting big.
Yeah.
Starting to get fat.
Hell yeah. We're about a third way through the flower table.
And she's a monster. Every once in a while I come along and I find a couple of leaves that are kind of drooping and I'll just kind of pull them off. I'm not going to pull a lot of leaves off. I'm just going to let it go and do what it's going to do, kind of.
That one coal has got to be like the side length of your arm.
Yeah, it's huge, man. It's like it's going to be a 18 to 22, 20 inch, you know, right in there, cola. Each one of them, you know, they're massive.
Oh man, this fucking thing dumps the fucking hash.
There's your GG4.
My GG4?
GG4 High Mac, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then this one here is your white cranberry.
That's sick too. You got all the unique work. Those are seeds nobody else is gonna have.
Yeah, the white cranberry. I wanted to throw that back in the ground again because the first one that I grew, man, it was so tasty. And then over here I got your GG4 High Mac right here, number 4. And number 3. And we got a platinum cake back there in the back. And over here by the rhino is the another platinum cake, number 4. And then we got a white cranberry right there. So you took over my earth box.
Oh yeah. That's dope.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, that iMac was like the first nail that I ever ran on all this stuff. So I had the Purple Punch by High Mac and I had the Gorilla Glue 4 by High Mac. And I have a Skywalker by High Mac. But the iMac nail threw a floral note on everything that, like, I don't know. So, like, I was trying to work it for an outcross, backcross just to see, but all the Prodigy had this, like, crazy, like, floral note, and it was there at everything. It was, like, so, I don't know. It was kind of, I found that kind of interesting, which it worked well with the Purple Punch because that doesn't have a flavor, so now it's got something to it, you know what I mean?
I like that. Added something to it.
Yeah, but that's kind of important though, right? Like it should come out better than the parents or, you know what I mean? If you're like,
Yeah, if you're slapping it, you know, with an idea of what you're looking to do, yeah, that should.
See, and that's what makes it hard to try to breed with platinum cake because fuck, that's hard to get something better than her. I don't know.
It's hard to what?
It's hard to find something better than her. You know, she just checks so many of the boxes like that. It's like, if anything, it would be like a faster veg cycle kind of thing.
So how many days does it take for the platinum cake to run?
So how many days for what?
To finish?
I usually run I usually run them about 60 to 65, somewhere in that range. Depends. It seems like some of them will finish. It seems like they fluctuate. Even the same cuttings, so certain rounds will be like, yeah, it's ready a few days sooner. Or something. I don't know. It's weird.
That's interesting.
Or do you guys find that where each cut is like, oh, that was fucking day 65 every fucking time? It's day 65. I don't know.
We tend to run like too long all the time.
I quit using the day thing quite some time ago. I think we pretty much made that quite clear. I let it tell me when it's finished, and fuck that calendar thing.
You wouldn't even know if it did fluctuate. You're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
How does it talk to you, Eagle? What's it saying? Pick me. I'm ready. How does the plant talk to you, man? Yeah.
Well, it will look finished. You know what I mean? All the hairs, the pistils will be turned. You can see by eye that, a little bit of amber in there. It's done. You know what I mean? It's faded. Spend its time. I've known enough to know when a flower is finished. What I expect to see in a flower. The other thing is the pistils stop reaching. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the important thing right there. Is I only see maybe 10% still reaching out or straight. The rest of them are all curled in, starting to take color, or have taken color. Full ripeness.
Have you guys ever noticed that the fading on the leaves, sometimes it doesn't do an actual autumn fade, but it does a speckle, like little dots on it. You ever see anything like that?
Yeah, usually the dots aren't an indicator of a normal fade.
What?
Usually that's not. The dots aren't a normal fade. I wouldn't say.
Not a normal fade, because I've had that on this one plant, multiple different plants.
On just the one clone?
On just that one plant, yeah.
Huh.
So I know it's not really dots. It's not really dots. It's kind of I don't know. It looks like it's starting to go into necrosis a little bit in a way.
Like trichoderma dots or dots?
Like Dippin' Dots, green fingers.
Like Dippin' Dots.
No Dippin' Dots of any sorts. No, none of that stuff. None of the flavored stuff.
They're just yellow spots, right? And they turn brown at the center, kind of spread out from there. Turn yellow. It's like a fade, but it doesn't do a full fade across the whole plant. It just
Are any of you breeder types like breed for washers, or that's not your thing?
Hash pump.
Yeah, like these are all bred for washing, and this cheetah piss one is the grittiest. Like gritty trichromes. That's what you hope you can. Yeah, that washes, not the oily ones. And there's like 6 kinds of different straw nano crosses here. They're all like meant to be for washing. Yeah, this cheetah piss has the grittiest. It still has like 3-4 weeks to go, but the trichromes are like gritty.
Good morning, me old flower.
What's up, me old flower?
Morning to you.
Good morning, boys. How are you all doing?
Good now.
Doing
Good
well.
How's it going, Eagle?
Good.
Smiling?
Smiley, I think, fell out there.
Well, fell out, is he? Oh, he ran away as soon as he seen me.
He saw you. Oh,
Master Coach, everyone, yeah. Robert, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, mate.
So,
And an
Ireland
owl in
kind
his
of had
garden.
its first official event at the weekend.
Tell us.
Went off very well. So we had a nice gathering of people. It was lovely. Yeah, they kept it kind of low key. Yeah, up until the last week, and then very little publicity, just an all invite. So kept it kind of low key. 10 vendors. Yeah, very well. You know what I mean? Attended and everything, and everybody enjoyed themselves immensely. So yeah, that's a game changer
Was it
for us.
locals?
How did
Was
you
it
get on the
locals?
invite list? Sorry.
Oh, just like from going to previous events that they ran. Yeah. So they've ran like the 420 events that were like outdoor events and left it open to everybody to just turn up and see who turned up. And then they just worked from kind of 3 years of or 4 years of doing that, and then just built up a reputation and got to know people's faces and just done a word of mouth then. So kind of like I was asked if I knew 10 people that I could trust, type of, like same as bring like-minded people. But yeah, lovely. Everybody, all the vendors had a nice time anyways, and everybody had plenty of baggies leaving there. So yeah.
Are you openly smoking cannabis while you're there, or is it all?
Yeah, we had like we had one floor. One floor was for vending on, and then the floor above it was for consuming. Yeah, so it was open consumption. Yeah,
Nice.
but you could smoke on the other floors. Like Owen was saying, like where the vendors were. But most people were just going upstairs because they had like maybe 20 tables or 10 tables laid out for everybody to partake. So yeah, no incidents apart from a couple of whiteys. That's all you have to deal with in situations like that. You're not doing too bad. Yeah, blink, blink. Just all you need is sugar for whiteys, isn't it? Somebody that's been there a few times, and we've all been in the depths of the, when you've eaten your first edible, and it's like, it's the 1,000 Miller coming on. So what do you do there? You just got to sit tight and ride the waves. Some of us have had plenty of experience along the road, as they say,
Yeah, 1,000 milligrams will definitely put down your average bowl. In fact.
Well, like everybody was bringing out to impress as well, and all the growers were bringing up all their wares that they, they've been waiting to show for years. So yeah, it was a good one. So, we have finally got the ball rolling, so there's definitely more in the pipeline coming down. So yeah. That's that. Happy days. I'm delighted to be here, and good to see you, buddy. Good weekend.
Yeah. Was it the weekend? Yeah. What's Monday? Yeah, it was great.
Back to normal.
Just rocking.
You had to think what day it was, didn't you?
Was it the weekend? I love that shit. It's the greatest thing I've heard.
Oh yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, but Mondays are the weekend, aren't they, buddy?
Like that guy from Friday. Hey man, give me a 40 ounce for my birthday. Is today your birthday? What's today?
Well, this week I got a couple Billy String shows. He's coming right through. So hell yeah.
Looking forward to seeing him myself in November.
Yeah. He's a non-stop touring machine.
Shit, he's been playing since he was a real young kid too. I think his parents are.
Dude,
Yeah, they're like.
no. I first seen him in like a Grateful Dead show parking lot in the back of a pickup truck, like with his dad, like kind of like showcasing him. Like he was like maybe 11, but like you walked by and you heard this shit and you were like, holy shit, what the fuck? Who's that? And like even back then you thought, Billy Strings, what a fucking name, right? He's going somewhere. And sure enough, like, hey, the kid can play. Like that's the bottom line. He's like super talented. Like what he does, flat picking, usually takes like, that's what people do when they master the instrument for decades. You don't, come out as a flat picker.
Well, his parents, I think, were in a bluegrass band.
Oh yeah. No.
So like he always spent all this time as a kid practicing and playing while they were practicing for their gigs and shit.
That's all they ever did.
They had all these other musicians around too that were there teaching them different stuff. And yeah, he just the natural picked up to it. But he's a pretty amazing guitarist, that's for sure.
Yeah, no. It's just fun. It's like the jam band tour. You got all the different bands, Widespread, Government Mule, String Cheese, list goes on. They've all had peaks and valleys and this over the years, but for the last like year, maybe two, Billy Strings is like the tour. One, he never stops touring. He like takes a week off and boom, he's back out there, right? And that if you're a tour bug, like make your living following bands, you need them to play all the time, right? That's where the scene is at right now. The center of the scene is Billy Strings.
That's cool.
And like mark my words, because the Dead and Company announced this next year's the final tour. The next band, I don't think they're going to use the Dead and Company name anymore, but Billy Strings, basically John Mayer's out and Billy Strings is in. That's what's happening. And a lot of it is John Mayer gets a full share, like equal share to Bob Weir, Billy, the founding members. That's basically almost $1 million a night. And yeah, fuck that. He doesn't really bring $1 million a night. His fans don't come. That's not what it's about. Billy Strings would probably play for a couple $100,000 a night, is what really comes down to.
Happy birthday, 710 connoisseur in chat. Did pin it up.
Birthday.
It's a rude ass howl. I realized about like fucking 10 minutes ago that I decided to microdose for the show.
Well, thanks for letting us know. We could have caught up by now.
What's your microdose? 4 grams
per hour.
One of these. One of those full.
Is it a microdose though? Like that's only.
No, that's definitely not a microdose.
That's my problem.
It's a mongrel dose.
Yeah, that's really like a relative term, right?
Yeah.
It was funny this weekend at the event. There wasn't a bunch of vendors. There was only 8 vendors, but like two or three of them had shrooms that were all about it. Had them in capsules and shit. They're pitching the microdosing and all that. Yeah, my problem with that is I like to eat like 4 of them fucking things. Like I don't know. They always say you're not supposed to feel it, and I'm like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, well,
I always thought it was to the point, microdose was to the point where you could kind of feel it and then back off a bit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's more like a mental clarity and a coffee. basically.
I'm a full-blown tripper my whole life, but when I was going through my tragedy like 3 years ago, I did microdose like for 2 months every day with my morning coffee. And it was like super important that I didn't go over that line because I wasn't trying to trip. I wasn't in that space. But I trusted that it helped me. I'll just say that. But it was literally like 2/10 or less. Like I remember one time thinking it might have felt it a little, but yep, every day, one little piece every day for like 2.5 months. And somehow I credit that for like part of the healing. And then I was able to take hero doses again, maybe, I don't know, all last year, maybe for 2 years. So like 1 year I couldn't trip hard. I just microdosed. And then I don't know. At the shows, I like to take acid and mushrooms at shows.
There's that squirrel again, damn it.
Rampant. Running rampant. That fucking lava lamp is fun to watch. You got a minute. It blows me away, like when them little ones hit down there and it just you see them big old ripples on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Eagle's gonna be staring at that thing the rest of the night.
Oh yeah, Eagle's done. That lava lamp's gonna be your best friend for a couple hours.
That's funny.
Oh, it's already a relaxing part of the day. I definitely dig staring at it a lot. Peaceful. It's like I said that the other day. It's like fish you got to take care of. You know, fish tanks could be very calming too. You gotta take care of that shit. Lava lamp, you gotta do shit too. Stare into it.
Those avocados, buddy?
No. Shit. People like to give me what they think are like. This is an exotic plant called African tortoise. It's like a bulb, and it puts out these strings. Well, I was overwatering it, and it had no leaves, but it had like 2 feet of this vine, but no leaves. And then Lindsay said, "Oh, I looked on Google. You're overwatering it." And then in the last 2 weeks, the leaves came back. But those over there are some, I don't know, weird plants. I have a lot more up front too. My 2 workers, Lindsay and Jody, they like to collect seeds of weird plants and plant them.
Very cool.
Some of them are worth a lot of money, they think. Like part of our deal is they use all my spent substrate medium, and then they make mainly succulents, but then they sell them to the people that run the roadside plant stores. So then they like all our used cocoa, they collect it and then just put succulents in the pot and they root, and then a month or 2 later they sell it to these other people. And they grow weird plants, like, because some of them are worth a lot of money. I don't know all the names. I barely can keep track of the cannabis strains. I like proteas. I have a collection of those, like 6 or 7 different colors.
What cannabis seeds you cracked with recently, buddy?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I'm headed toward monocropping. I not only have and it isn't easy because like I have a cabinet full of seeds and holy shit. And I actually like rarely, I mean, in the last few years, I don't think I bought a pack of seeds, maybe one at a time, but I did. I claimed on Mean Jeans, root beer, freeze.
Oh, you did?
And so I'm gonna like, part of what starts happening, even a few months ago, I had like 10, 12, like every couple days I'd crack another few seeds. I never could keep track of anything in particular. Like at best for me, one or two varieties where you can at least look at phenos, pay attention to them, give them enough time. And when I had more than that going, yeah, that's what I just decided to do. I didn't even, I took clones of random things, like maybe 20% of the library. The stuff, the Gorilla Glue Sky Color, yeah, it's weird because when things started to look good, I had to make sure I had it backed up. Like I knew I only took clones from maybe 1 out of 5 things. But yeah, it turned out this Wilson back cross, I took clone of that. And the Gorilla Glue one of yours, I took clone of that. But then a bunch, I just let them go. Some of them, they'll just flower. That's it. I never ran it more than one time. Which is kind of like, yeah, that's like, what's the point? At that
You
point.
almost got to be a little more focused. Like, are you trying to make production, or are you trying to be craft?
Yeah. I mean, some of it was boredom at COVID, and I have 2 different sides of my biz, and so the guys that like to have a lot of things on their menu, delivery guys, oh man, they love that shit. Oh, you got 2 of this, 1 of this, 4 of that. I'll be right there. My other guys are like, dude, if it's not a whole one, don't even bother. You know what I mean? So like, which side do you want to serve? That's what it gets down to. So back to monocropping, basically. Like even this tray, I was just taking them down. Not a single plant's the same. 18 plants on a tray. The overall yield on that won't even be worth keeping track of compared to putting 18 of the same variety, or at least 9 and 9, half and half, one side of the tray, the other. You can't even compare like average yield per light. I mean, that's 2 lights or 1 light, however you want to calculate. Yeah, when you have a mix match, you're giving up like, I don't know what percent, but you're giving up a percent of like overall yield.
Oh yeah,
just the way it is. I mean, yeah, you might be able to top them and maximize and get lucky with different varieties that all kick ass at once. But yeah, and 3 years ago, things were a lot different than they are now. Like, like we're in the middle of an extinction event, and that ain't no bullshit.
that's the kind of situation I'm sitting at too, looking at it. Like I've been trying to run all the different pheno hunts, and then it's like, well, fuck, you got the one row I was looking at, same thing. It's like, well, fuck, I got, out of 16 plants, they're all, 14 of them are different or whatever. It's like,
but you have your hand in a project, making of seeds. I don't have any interest in that. So, but I realize, yeah, if you're going to mix and match and all that, you might as well take that extra step because like you're only an inch away from it anyway. Right. But man, I'm not organized. I don't want to be organized. I live in like my own chaotic art, and I'm not trying to be like organized. Write it down, keep track. What are all these pheno numbers? Nah, I don't want to. That's too much. I've done all that. And like I say, some people are really good. They went to school. They're super organized. I'm the opposite. So like even cracking more than one variety and pheno hunting through it and keeping clones of each of those and all. Yeah, you got to be organized at some level.
Yeah, that's why I
running,
was marking them
running.
different. So like I don't know, I was like different strains when you crack them, you number, say you do 10 seeds, you number each one 1 through 10. But then you got like 4 number 4s that are all different strains. So instead of doing that, I do 1 through 10. The next ones I pop are 20 through 30, you know what I'm saying? The next ones will be 30. That way I can look at it real quick and be like, oh, the 30s are this one, or the 40s are that one. And not have to really search the tag or get the 2 number 4s confused,
Yeah.
right? Because you just got number 4 on the tag or whatever.
And like ultimately at a certain point, like, oh, I still, with a Sharpie, write on a tag thing that I stick in the plant. Yeah, that's where if you have like a printer and labels and then that, and even just my other buddies, they use the same tags I do, but they just color code it. So they don't write on anything. All the purple tags are this, all the green tags are that. Yeah, I'm still there fucking writing on each and every plant, right?
If you get a lot of tags going, you can simply just get luggage tags, and you have to have a coordinated sheet that tells you what tag 48 is, of course. And so I know luggage tags is the way to go if you got a large number of plants.
Yeah,
so it's right on every tag. It's just
yeah,
there's
a lot of ways.
Keep track of the numbers.
And ultimately, like, have it correlate to a piece of paper. Like even in the last few years, most of my things are just 2-letter initials. Sometimes I have to add a third one, right? Well, there's times where all of a sudden, yeah, I ran a whole line of Strawnanas for modern epigenics. One of them is Strawnana pancakes. I assume that pancakes is the other cookie pancake, whatever. But that whole run of seeds, I didn't put Strawnana on it. I knew that. I just put PC. Well, a month or so later, homeboy shows up, shutting down his thing and like gifts me like 100 clones and all these teens that are pancakes. So next thing you know, I put PC. Not even thinking, oh shit, there's these other ones out there that say PC. Luckily, I can tell the difference. I like had to fix that, but 2 letters, no, that's not enough anymore. That's just one example. I have a couple examples where like all of a sudden I'm using the same initials on something totally different, you know?
Oh yeah, I've been there, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Usually you can add like an extra number or something, so it's like, you know.
It'd be the easiest thing to do, and I've seen people that do that. Just like have a numerical or alphabetical number thing that correlates to a book. Then you could write the whole whatever, all the information you need, not just the abbreviated. Because sometimes, like things get abbreviated and stay abbreviated, right? Like, for instance, what we're talking about. Well, the Strawnana pancakes might be sold as just pancakes. If the Strawnana is so dominant, maybe I'll have to say, yeah, people don't care. Like I got a lot of diverse amount of people in my customer base. They don't give a fuck about all the strain name bullshit. Like, is it good? They like it, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure, but there's that basic flavor profile has to be there though. If you say, oh hey, this is like cherry gas, it better have some fucking gas to it, some sweetness, right?
Even most of these actually have names that the breeder has like named it. I never like even the one that I've been growing for years, the papaya runts, right? It's legitimately called, if you wanted to buy a pack, you'd have to order pocket pussy, right? It was like, hey, and my buddies would all got a snicker out of that, but I didn't even it's papaya runts. Like, papaya runts. Like, I didn't want to be like, yeah, it's pocket pussy. Yeah. Check it out. Nah, I didn't need to go there.
But have you smelled Johnny's bike seat yet?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like God's pussy? I want to say
No, don't get me wrong. I have a couple weed nerd guys that like, I bet whatever I say to them, that's just the first bit of information that they're going to go home and they're going to Google and go to the same sites we use, whatever they are, the lineage. And then sometimes text me back and go, oh, wait, is it this one or is it, because they're into it. I get that. But the majority, nah, some of them used to be sort of, but like I get it from their perspective. The name game thing has become this like at what point you just lost track? Like it's like so many like hype names and stuff. A lot of like, I'm like access to things that are current. Out there, they're still like chasing what they heard about 2 years ago and shit. You feel like that they're not current. Only like super nerds are current, like, oh, rainbow belts or whatever the hot. They're just now getting into GMO. You know what I mean? GMO's already played out.
Already been played out.
That's before, bro.
People are
Even
still
some of
playing
my
with a lot of
grower
GMO.
buddies, they get clones from other grower buddies too. And a lot of times they're like a couple years behind. Like they're all excited because they just got this. Where I'm like, whoa, that was around 2 years ago. Well, they just got it. You know what I'm saying?
Apple fritter.
Well, that one's kind of played out. But you bring up Apple, and I was like, sure, I'll take a couple cuts of it. Was the apples and bananas, So, but like, my friend that got it was super psyched. He knew, it came from compound. It tested at this, blah blah blah. But I was like, dude, that's been around a couple years. Like I don't know when that dropped, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, it takes them that long to really build up the hype,
Well, sometimes when I realize strains get to my buddies through their own little clone networks, I realize sometimes, that one's actually made it through all the noise. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of times there's these strains that like there's a drop, there's all this hype, it's bing, 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 and a lot of times we don't even realize, but we forget about a lot of them. They were like today's news, right? Some of them rebound. It takes a while. They circle around. Even at this point, they got to go all the way out to Michigan, Colorado, everywhere, consensus, and then certain ones become like, it's entrenched. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone liked it, or enough people liked it that it stuck around.
No, it is interesting how some of that happens. But it's got to be dank though for some of those to like build a name. They wouldn't unless it would only get so far. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a few of them that you see it hype to them and they don't only get so far. Like,
yeah, and it's also like whose hands it gets in. Some of these people play where they try to keep it held tight. And a lot of times that's the reason it didn't get the kind of penetration that, like, example of that with our friend American one. Yeah. Like, where is Amy Ace's not being grown? At this point, he might have a Guinness record of like a single cultivar from one person is in more places around the world.
It is officially fall because Thunder Dan is here.
Welcome in.
Thunder Dan.
Hey, buddy, I thought when you brought up the American one, you were going to be like, what the fuck is the proprietary?
Hey, I'm excited that I have his plants going, and I feel like I'm part of some club that I realize people all over the world have his plants going. It's like good vibes. It ain't about paying $200 or any of that shit. It's just good energy, and that's a beautiful thing.
Plus, it's supposed to be cheesy, right? It's been a while since I had good cheese.
all that. Yeah.
There's been a range of like cheesy, funky flavors.
And he's pure New York. So he represents New York in our community as far as there might be a few others, but like he's definitely New York.
I think what it comes down to is Amy is every woman. She's all you need.
Yeah.
Where do you get the name Amy from? What's that from?
Amy Aces?
It's a postmistress.
Oh, that was
Who?
Somehow I think I've seen this on a World War II fighter, like where they would paint art, and I guess what do you call that kind of women when they paint that style?
Pinup models
But-
or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was a certain style at that era. Like, yeah, I think it might be on a famous like picture from history where the fighter jet said Amy is on it. It had like a pinup model on it. I could be wrong. I just somehow, without knowing anything, I remember something like that.
That was looking good, Dan. What one was that?
Your DOA, Smiley.
That's the DOA? Hell yeah.
Yeah, Eagles is tall as shit. You got like the little short ones. I don't know what's happening.
So Eagle, when am I going to get one of those DOAs?
I guess I'll have to resend them out.
Look at that difference. Wow.
Doesn't seem like they're going anywhere.
Eagle
What do
and
you?
Smiley.
I sent out a fucking shit ton of them, and I have to resend them out again. I've been over this. What do you want me to do?
They look good, man. That's cool that there's a height difference like that too.
Eagles might be a boy.
Well, no, it's all Eagles are all tall and Smileys are all short.
All right. Okay.
All of them. And they all have the same nose, same branching. Let me show you this Mendo Loco. I started at the same time as them.
I like this slow, dramatic, like fade into the.
Right.
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Compared to Eagle,
That didn't start at the same time. Shut up.
That's bigger shoes,
my
man. That's a
work,
bigger
same
pot.
time.
Show us let's see that pot size. Raise him up. Let's see the pot, man.
Watch out for that
I got
Mendo
2
Loco,
of 'em.
man.
It's ridiculous.
That's cool. So what's preferred? Do you like that? Is that preferred? Do you want the tall or the short or what? How do you like your ladies, Dan?
Well, it depends on what they do in the stretch, right? So if you get one of the ones that are like compact and then you flip them in the flour and they blow out, those are my favorites. If they're short and they stay short, that kind of pisses me off because I want to veg them longer to try to get them up. You know, I don't like the ones that are real lanky either. So there's a bud and 12 inches and there's another bud and, 12
Right.
more and there's another.
Feel
It's
like
just
that.
too much space. I'm never fucking satisfied. All summer, I bitch about it being hot. First day it turns cold, I fucking cuss winter like it stole something and want summer back. You know?
Hate that cold shit.
You guys get a cold snap too?
Right. It's like 60, so I got a hoodie on. So I mean, most people are real comfortable, and Dan's fucking chilly now. You know.
And boy, I seen there was a hurricane heading up through Florida and all that. That fucking affected probably too, huh?
Just dumping water,
Yeah.
trying to ruin outdoor crops. That's all that is.
Well, isn't it like this is the season for this, right? Always the same every year. I mean, varying size, but this is the time of year where the warm water and the hot air and whatever happens. Yeah.
They're like evacuating people down in Florida, I've seen. I don't know. They're showing lines at the store, getting plywood and all that. They're batting down the hatches.
supposed to get up to a category 4.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real nasty. It looks like it's going right through Haiti or something right now. So hopefully everybody there's.
Well, and they just had they call it something else in the Philippines, but it was what they call level 5. Did it
Typhoon.
It wiped out. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Typhoons
joke,
down there
dude.
because they spin a different direction.
No joke. Be as cool as you want to be until there's a 20-foot wave heading your way.
Yeah, like California, I earthquakes, no problem. They don't really, But when I even imagine the kind of wind or see footage of like people's roof tore off or how all that, like to me, that's like, and then they rebuild and wait for it to happen again. Like that shit's out of all the weather things, that's the scariest shit ever to me.
Yeah, you can't do
Hold
it.
up. Not fire?
Nah, today there was a fire, and for most of the day, my eyes were tearing, and we couldn't really tell where it was. It was on the base on Camp Pendleton, which that means they don't announce it. But yeah, nah. And they've come close. Shit, my old house, my driveway had that orange paint shit permanently on it from when they dropped the air load. Basically, that load was the protection between the fire coming through that house. Yeah. Now you can get away from that. Like it's like, yeah, I mean, you could get trapped, you could be in a bad spot, but for the most part, I know one thing, like you really can't stay too close to the fire unless you have like total breathing apparatus, because that's what will fuck you up. Is just when the smoke, like, yeah,
Takes all the oxygen. Yeah. Yep, fire's scary. I watched it roll out my street. It was no fun.
Actually, somehow going through Instagram, I saw this thing. It was like a reel of like gnarly lightning strikes, violent ass ones, where I was like, holy shit. Like, I guess that would be, yeah. Some of those are like no joke when a serious bolt hits.
Crazy how people get struck by them and live and shit too.
All that, yeah. Or even there's a couple people have been hit more than once, and like the odds of you being hit once is like fucking crazy.
Yeah, I seen a story about a guy the other day, a long time ago. Guy got struck twice by lightning, lived, and the third time it killed him. And then when he was in his grave got struck 3 more times.
What?
His head stuck. Absolutely, man. I said, what the hell, man? He must have been full of metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in order to do that kind of shit. Because, man,
yeah,
it was really striking down at that motherfucker. You know?
That sounds like some shit.
3
from
more
the
for good
Bible.
measure. Just make sure you're dead,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there.
And every time he's reborn, he's going to get zapped another dozen times. he fucked up somewhere.
The Twilight Zone.
That's some shit following you around right there, man.
That's the dude you stand 6 feet from for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, further than that. Yeah.
That's funny. I wonder if he had like static electricity all the time too. Like he was the guy fucking zapping everybody when they shake his hand and shit.
Wife was a voodoo queen.
Uncontrollable hair.
Yeah. Oh shit. What have you been
So
going?
Thunder Dam, buddy. You said you're talking about the outdoor, man. We got outside down there, man.
I only got 2 more
Anything
outside.
good?
I meant to cut the other one yesterday, and I just got too fucking busy. But there's a blueberry butcher by Irie out there that's done and I ain't gonna get it. It's over the yonder. But I took, and then there's another one that's a blue dream cross that looks like it's gonna flower till next year. I don't know. It's still little bitty white furball type nuglets everywhere, and it's been out there for 2 months, 60 fucking days of hard flower, and it ain't. I don't know, man. That motherfucker, whatever. But it's got a bunch of shit in it that could make it go long, so it's liable to be Thanksgiving after that be done. But yeah, I dropped fucking a baker's dozen. Got, you know, through the storm of caterpillars and whatnot. Corkle, Jack the Ripper. I had some Morgana, some Twin Pines, Limarilla. Basically, if you're not going to be a keeper the next year, I will at least let you get an outdoor run. You feel like you got to do it naturally one time in the sunshine. Everybody loved you. Caterpillars bit the shit out of you, you know. But I made it. Made it right on through. How about you, Major?
Yeah, the list is too long to mention, man. But I'll mention some winners. I do have some winners, man. I got that the garlic breath from Third Coast Genetics, I think, or Fresh Coast Genetics. That's the truffle breath. That was a fucking winner. The silverback gelato from MG1. Surprisingly, that's nice and early. Looks like it's going to finish up probably the first week of October. No mold issues. Pretty, and it's pushing that limit on that bud size. It looks like if the forecast is correct, that one will be a winner. But if it was a forecast of rain in the next 2 weeks, it would have been done for sure. It's on that limit of fucking bud size for sure, guarantee. But it looks like I'm going to get lucky. Got 2 weeks of sun coming my way. So that's a winner. The 9-pound hammer, it didn't do so well, but I like it. I love the turfs on it. The smell of it is fucking beautiful, but the overall structure of the plant, like, it needs to be supported. Like, it's just all flopped over, and the buds aren't even that big, but the branches broke on it. So it's definitely not a outdoor contender, shall we say? And the breakfast OG from Sacred Cut Seeds. That's a winner. That's that cereal milk crust with the Fruity Pebbles OG. That's
I got that. I got that.
That's nice. You gotta pop that, man. You want that. That's better than the frosted fruitcakes, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's really that's really impressive. And my buddy Mikey has this cultivar that's called Stripper Spit.
Oh,
and
it smell like
that
cocaine.
That thing is. The structure on it is beautiful. Beautiful structure. It smells awesome. It's all white, crystallized. It's a winner.
Hey, we got to do better with the names, though, man. Nobody's grandma is going to go in the dispensary and be like, "Can I have some stripper spit?"
Oh, we'll have to call it that SS special, man. You know,
and some green crack.
Yeah, a lot of them changed the name of green crack because they couldn't. It was too offensive.
Oh, would you get at the store? Oh,
pocket pussy.
Fucking green crack.
Cat piss and some green pussy.
Got me some
No
pocket
LSD.
pussy.
You gotta go more incognito and call it Snail Trail. That's what we can.
Snail shit.
Well, Smiley, you asked me, and in this talk, I just sprouted and germinated. What it is seeds that I made a couple sessions ago on accident or whatever it happened. So it's Banana God and the OG that I've ran since '99. And there was, so Banana God OG, and I had like, I don't know, 7 or 8 seeds I saved, and I germinated those. Yep. Even though I promised myself I wasn't going to do this, but I did.
He's a dick.
He loves her own.
You're done, bud.
That's fun.
You guys see that picture in my background there? That's my outdoor volunteer plant.
And
Hell yeah.
wait, weren't we
Nice.
on here talking with Kushmaster about the heating pad thing? So like, this is like a glass. Wait, I use the heating pad, but then on top of it, it's like a glass chopping thing that I put on it. It's like 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
So it's like one layer, you know, and
Yeah.
then I'll put the plate with paper towel with seeds, and I don't know, 90% or like sometimes 1 or 2 don't crack, but pretty much all the seeds crack. Sometimes you don't need the heat mat but I put it on. It'll make it crack in like 3 days or 2 days. Where?
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I just need more fucking experience, man. But I'm a bit worried because I'm
the
fucking
tricky
wasting
part
all the major
sometimes
seeds.
is the transition from like when it germinates to putting it into like a soil. Like, you know, they're very fragile, so sometimes
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
don't
little
put it in a
part.
regular soil because it'll
Yeah,
be too much for it.
and
I like to put mine in
there's a
cocoa
knack to
flour.
it. Like, wait, didn't Major say he'll send you more? If he doesn't, I'll send you more. So
Yeah, I got lots, man. I can send
don't
you.
worry about practicing.
Like I said,
Practice
yeah,
makes
pop those
perfect.
seeds, man.
You
I'm
know
just
that more
popping
than
3 at a
anybody.
time, man, because I'm scared. I'm gonna fucking pop them all, and none are gonna germinate, and I'll be here twiddling my thumbs. That's why I'm just doing 3 at a time. Like, nope, next 3, like, nope, one will pop. I'll be like, woo, you know. So,
Well, let's average CPAC is 10. You got crack 10, and then hey, even if 7 of them are going, you did good.
yeah, I'll be lucky if 7 are going, man. I've cracked probably about 40, and I've got maybe 5 plants. I don't know if they're male or female yet.
Well, you definitely need to train. You need to change your procedures in if that's your rate.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just believe in it. Don't have doubt. Like don't.
I think
act
that's
like
the
they're
biggest
not gonna
thing.
go.
Are you letting
Yeah,
the soil get too dry, Kushmaster? You
No,
think that's it?
no, man. What I'm doing is I'm doing a fucking 24-hour soak, and normally the seed will open and sprout, you know, and then I put them in paper towels, and then normally it'll come out like a 1/4 inch, and then from there I put them in cocoa, and then as soon as I put them in cocoa, they won't come up. But when I do the 24 hours soak, they crack. Even if I don't, another 24 hours on top of my HLG, I put like a 1/2 inch spacer. I use it like a heat mat, the board. And they fucking crack, man. But it's that transition into the
But
cocoa.
here's what I'd say, Kushmaster. When they crack in the water, then that from there right into the soil. There's no reason to go from there to the paper towel. Like sometimes I use water. Most of the time I use paper towel. But like if they open up in the water, then that's it. They're open. Then take that, move it into the soil.
What I was gonna do, Bud, is I was gonna put them in the water for a day, then in the paper towel, and let them fucking fully like spring a tail out, like almost an inch, and then from that, I'm pretty sure I got a much better chance of it popping up.
I like paper towel.
I don't like to put them on the paper towel because they fucking rip off them fine hairs off that tap root.
They attach to the towel.
You need to turn the paper towel sideways so it's sitting. You put it where it's sitting sideways so it'll go in between it and it won't go into it. If you want to do that,
I mean, if the paper towel it all sticks, I just cut the fucking paper towel with it, you know, and plant it with the paper towel.
I agree 100% with Buddy on this one. If that seed, if you put them in the water and that seed's cracked, to me that's it. You know what I mean? That's all I need to see. Put it in a pre-moistened soil. And this is kind of important thing too, is put it in a pre-moistened soil about that 3/8 depth that you were talking, and then just kind of with your finger push over a little bit of shit over top of that seed. Most people make the mistake of putting that cracked seed in and then water, which will drive that seed further down and give you less chance of that seed rotting out before it actually hits it to the top of the soil. But yeah, pre-moistened soil, just push it in.
My water's tempered to 70 to 75 degrees. When I water it, I spray it on, you know. I've been doing it a long time, and I just haven't had a fucking experience in seeds. I suck, brother.
Well,
seeds.
Put a little of that.
Yeah, that's
put a little
all.
of that. Just believe in it.
Yeah,
Believe in
yeah.
it, and know that if a few don't go, we got you, and you'll be a master at this in no time.
A kushmaster.
Yeah.
Are you holding any crystals when you're doing this, or?
And don't confuse things. Let's not get them confused here. The last thing is crystal.
You're fucking up. You're fucking up, Kushmaster. One
man.
pocket, and just know.
I would say that it does kind of maybe. I mean, they germinate either way, but it does feel good when you germinate on the moons. You know, like seems like it's meant to be or something.
Right.
Would you not do the Johnny tech? Wouldn't that be better? Like, get Johnny
Yeah,
to
just
teach
put them in the soil, bro. Just sow right into the soil like it does in nature.
I don't know, but I feel like a fucking idiot. I'll tell you that much. Can't even get seed. Everything but the seed germination I can do.
I could raise you a leprechaun and then mine the seed for you, yeah, and make sure it, it does everything.
Yeah. Well, legal is what you want to do. What I do is I'll put it in water, in a cup of water, and I'll let it float until it's shown a tail. Then it goes right to the soil. Just like Eagle said. Moisten the soil.
I mean, I did that modern. I've got 17 in soil from a week ago from that exact method. Not one came up. Oh, actually, one brandy wine came up. I wish I could reverse the camera here for you, but Uncle Trip says no. So
Ned Denver's got a really good one. He's had 100% success rate of popping seeds. He's never had a failure. He's the one to talk to. Yeah, talk to Ned.
So, what kind of soil did you put them into?
Straight cocoa, and the soil. When I put them in soil, it was just a used soil that I used for my veg plants. So it wasn't strong.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mixed a tiny bit of cocoa.
Because cocoa core. I do mine.
Man.
Solo cups and cocoa.
I think what's fucking me is the 6 hours of lights off. And even though my temperatures don't drop below 78 degrees Fahrenheit, something happens there. Every light's off, they just get stunted and don't come up. So either I'm thinking I'm going to run a 24-hour veg or just fucking put a separate fucking 24-hour seed light thing. I don't know.
How deep does Uncle Trip plant them?
Half an inch, man. Half an inch to like a centimeter. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just barely.
Well, this deep, not half an inch. Like about 8 mil to 1 centimeter. That's not half an inch, is it?
I barely.
A third of an inch to a quarter inch. Yeah.
The first knuckle on your finger or something.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't really in the wild. They don't get planted. If you think about it, the bud is seeded and it falls over and it's on the top of the ground.
I mean, bro, what's fucking funny is I do a bubble run. There might be a few fucking seeds in there, and I'll just throw the fucking bubble shit straight out the back, and fucking seeds will germinate in there. And the temperature there is like getting to fucking 48 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Like, what the fuck is going on? This
maybe that's something you need to do.
With it as moisture. Too moist. Not moist enough.
And let me just tell you how I've done it always. I use the same thing I use for my clones, the 1.5 inch Rockwell cube, which then when I do seeds, I slice it in half with a razor blade, boom. And then when it germinates, I'm able to just lay it in there exactly the way I want, put it back together. And then, so for the first, whatever, just like a clone, it grows up in a Rockwell cube. And then once it's going, then I move it on to like whatever, soil or cocoa or a bigger cube sometimes. But yeah, sometimes I do go from germination into soil and stuff. And Yeah, that's a little trickier for me. This way, I've done this for so long, it just works. And one of the things is it's able, sometimes it will start to stretch to more, and I'll actually come back, open it up, and then lower it, like move it, and then stick it back.
And Kushmaster,
You know.
Master, how many different cultivars did you try, man? Is this all just one tube, or did you try
I've cracked them
tubes?
all 11, man. All 11 cultivars. Yeah, I put about fucking 3 to 6 seeds of each genetic. The
Shit,
grape cream
that's just
cake, I put all of them in. None of them germinated. Yeah, so yeah, I'll get there, man. Nothing to stress about. But
Do you have
yeah,
the dome? Do you use a
that's
dome?
why I'm too scared to put them all in at once. Sorry, Smiley.
Do you use a dome at all? And like, could you get?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put a shot in of anything suspicious.
I don't know. I soak them 24 hours and drop them in them little root rye.
Yeah. So see that? It's kind of like I got them in there with like a glass cover and shit. So yeah, it's got a dome.
Yeah, maybe your soil's a little too hot for it. Like you're saying, a root rye, it would be good.
Yeah, man, I bought rock wool cubes. I'm gonna try rock wool cubes. I'm gonna try in peat pucks. I'll just fucking see what works. But
I heard you say you had a
peat by hot. It's too many nukes in it.
What's that?
I heard you say you had a heating pad under them too.
No, I'm using my HLG. So let me turn this camera around. So I'm using my HLG. Whoop! There were all chili plants. So see the HLG there? I got a spacer on there. And I'm using that as a heating mat sort of thing.
You might want to check your temperature on those.
Yeah. Because unless it's like extremely cold, isn't it just average room temperature?
No, man. So using that system, they germinate awesome, and they fucking spring a tail out like an inch long. But it's when I put them in the fucking cocoa, they just don't come up. That's what I don't get. Like
that's that taproot up.
Yeah.
That taproot's way too fucking long. You're beating them up when during transplant.
Fresh? Is that fresh cocoa or is that recycled cocoa?
It's all fresh, man.
Brand
Cocoa
new?
Pro, brand new, yeah.
And like even in my thing, just pH water, no food at all. Like if
It's
I
rainwater,
give food
yeah.
to my babies, it'll fuck them up. Like no food at all until their gut is going.
I hate to tell you, hey, look, it ain't got nothing to do with any of that shit, y'all. It's all about.
It sounds like you just got bad seed, bro.
I'll
have to test those seeds out.
You can drown the some
bitches. And if they're cracking and you're getting a tail, and then they're still not going, something's happening to the root in between the fucking process.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you there. All I know is I feel like a fuck
I tell you what I
outside.
do is I float them and then I stick them in the soil of the solo cup. They will start their fucking first month in.
And man, you know what's funny? When it's springtime here, when it's springtime here, I can literally go out to my greenhouse, throw fucking 50 seeds in a fucking pot, cover it with a centimeter of soil, and all 50 will come up. In here, I can't fucking do it, man. I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? I've been doing this shit 18 years, but this fucking
try it.
Yeah, you're stuck in a mind over matter situation.
I think that's what it is, man. I think I'm fucking myself.
Your martial arts training, you know exactly.
I'm putting off bad energy. Yeah.
You know exactly how to deal with the mind over matter.
I'm just gonna start doing axe kicks on all the plants until they recognize. I'm only joking. Yeah, no. Let's change the subject of my loserness and talk about something positive.
All right, we'll switch to mine because it's the same product. That's why I don't have any plants.
I think that's what it is, brother. Yeah.
Every single seed I've planted, I've killed them all. Like they won't grow. It's pissing me off.
Hey man, they could have done some like radiation mad fucking X-rays on that shit. I guess that
they could have just did it for like
people say that international seeds usually aren't that good in germination sometimes. So I don't fucking
know. It could be just bad seeds.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You get some fresh seeds and pop them and see what the hell happens. The motherfuckers will.
I've
They
done
want
it
to
the whole
run.
year and I had the same problem though. So it's just like
Old seeds
it's
can be a
like with
bitch.
certain people. I don't have any crystals around me, so I don't feel no mojo.
Right.
Now wait a minute, Green Fingers. You can't germinate.
I
That's
popped. No, that last picture I showed was like the last time I got like any good seeds to pop, and I was like, "Fuck, man! I haven't." Every time I planted them after, they die. I'm like, motherfuckers, dude. They get like this big and then they die. They
Oh,
go to
really?
like 2 inches big. I'm like, fuck.
I just had 100% on all mine.
start in a solo cup or something with like
I put mine right in the
soil,
ground.
baby
Right
soil,
in the
not
soil.
soil that's got anything in it. Just like
Like,
sometimes those mixes they sell for babies are good because they don't have anything in it.
man, my soil's not hot at all. It's got nothing in it because I've had 4 runs in it already. Like,
Well, if you've had 4 runs in it, it's got stuff in it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does.
Like
I haven't
a
put no
baby
nutrients
doesn't
in it,
need
so,
anything
like I haven't put any.
until it's
Baby
up
don't
and
need
going.
anything.
I haven't fed my
Yeah,
plants
that-
all
that-
Sometimes it's more hard for her to have anything in there.
Yeah, the ends, everything it needs is inside of it to help it its
What I
first part of
mean
the
is I
life.
don't put nothing in it. I don't add nothing.
Up amount of moisture.
But when
Well-
I used to go outside, 100% success rate without me trying because I didn't plant them. They fell out of the bud right into the ground, and they would all sprout. And I'd have way too many. I'd be pulling them out, trying to find the stinkiest one.
Yeah, well, that shows that nature like works best where like it just falls out and grows. But then when human hands get in the process, then there's less success rate than
Our
when it
energy
just
are
falls and
transmuted
it
onto the
doesn't even
plant.
get covered up or not even a hole or anything. It just does its thing on its own.
A lot of the seed starter mixes will have like a high level of aeration to them too, so they're not going to hold as much water. That's like I think some of my downfall when I've run into problems with seeds, it's always been like an overwater thing.
Exactly.
And this thing was full.
Exactly.
That many seeds that didn't make it. That was full of seeds, and only like that much. A whole inch of fucking seeds gone, not made. Fucking. And I did that with a bunch of bud seeds that he sent me. I was like, fuck. Killed them. Like they sprouted.
Well, then
Size of a two-
I'll send you more because like I got more.
I
I'm getting a
might
thing
just wanna-
together for you this week.
Yeah.
Next time I go to town, I'll send it.
It's just like not my luck. Like how Kushmaster feels like it's something that he's doing. It's like I just feel like it's not my time yet. Like in a week or two, I feel like everything would be like. It's just the weather hasn't switched for me. It's still 100 degrees here, so it's like fuck. It just doesn't feel right. I just hate this fucking place. That's my energy. See, it's my energy that's not
See,
letting.
that's part of it right there. It's
I just
already
can't-
in the air and shit.
want to break
Hate
something.
that.
Break
No.
something.
I do mine in a double solo cup.
Yeah, but Green Fingers, if you got some plants going, it'll make you happier, even though the fucking place sucks and all this. So can't give up.
Yeah, it's just makes me feel like fucking the seeds I've wasted are fucking.
No,
like,
seeds,
fuck,
not a
wasted.
waste. No,
So
you're right
Johnny-
about one thing. They'll pop up when they're ready.
Are you
Yeah.
planting in a double solo cup? Is one clear so you can see the roots for time to transplant, or what's up with the double solo cup?
Double solo cup is like I have moist cocoa core and about halfway. So a little bit to 3/4, half to 3/4 of cocoa core. And then I have holes at the bottom. So when I plant my seed in here, I take this guy here and I drop it into this one. And I have water that's up to about, I would say 3/4 of an inch to an inch up from the bottom in the second cup. And then I rest it in there. And then that sits for 7 days. And throughout that time, I always have a plant that comes up.
Do you butt chug them from the jump?
Yeah. From the jump.
That's all that is natural.
And it works.
Not natural. I'm just kidding.
It's you know, it may be well,
Try to
it
relax.
works for me every single time.
Johnny likes it.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's how mine works.
I'm like a 16-year-old kid, or 15 or 13-year-old kid. When I hear a butt chugging joke, it's just I gotta walk away for a minute.
Walk away. Sometimes you walk away, sometimes you run.
I consider it more like a sipper in a way, because it's got a reservoir down below, and all the water doesn't go up into it, because when it sets in there, there's a gap. You know what I'm saying? So it just barely it's setting in the water just barely. So when I transfer my plant out of that, I look at it. I look at the plant when I'd say it's about maybe a ½ inch to an 1.5 inches tall. That's how big this plant's going to be. And I pick it up and I look at the bottom. Whenever I see one shoot starting to stick out into the water or search, it's time to transplant.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even have to struggle. The next part is reaching out into my 1.5.
I have run
leave it in that long.
The clear cup on the inside so you could pull it up and look around and see what the rest of the roots are doing, you know?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, I just wait till I see one shoot sticking out the bottom, and then I take it. And I check them daily.
Cheers for 20, guys.
There's a disclaimer that Johnny has a fucking green body, not a green thumb, and that he can grow shit on the side of the fucking wall. And so you may not get the same results as Johnny, because, you know, he uses sand for shit and, you know, stuff.
That shit works too, man. I just got
And
98% on it
Johnny's
just the other day.
Isn't it like 100 and something almost every day around you too?
Oh yeah. Not right now though. We're only in the low 90s right now.
Don't tell me that shit. Don't.
Freezing here.
I'm on fire over here at 100 degrees still, bro. Come on. Kidding me.
What time is it?
4:20. Fuck other time is it?
4:20. It's time to
4:20.
Cheers.
Johnny's got better weather than me. She just left. My weather sucks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Fucking hot.
Yeah, we're all kind of like cool.
I'm actually smoking on some samples from Mr. Kazoo. He sent me a nice little sample pack, and this one's grape papaya ass, and the other one was critical ass.
His ass line is so funny, dude. Those are the best run of memes. It's hilarious.
I like when he first came up with that ass turd line. He started smelling all kinds of different asses.
What? Ass connoisseur.
He was doing that. He was just doing these smelling. You know, he'd walk up and he'd smell something. He'd have pictures on his Instagram about it.
Wonder if you get them ass terps just from straight butt chugging right from the get like that.
I doubt that. You can tell me though.
Either way, it's pretty good. Cheers, Kazoo. Thank you.
Peace, people. I'll be the first one to roll out.
Well, thank you, Modern, for popping in, bro.
Yeah, always a good time.
It was good seeing you rocking out the other night. You made an appearance with some hellfire rock and roll energy.
I was partying with the Fresno Nerds and partying with you guys. So.
Buddy, you should see him break dance. It's really good at that.
I don't do no break dance. I'm too old for that shit. Later, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, brother.
I think we could get Green Fingers to break dance for us, though.
Hey, break dance,
Yeah.
Green Fingers?
No, I don't.
I think he does.
He dances
No.
great.
His b-boy name is Kitty Kitty. B-boy Kitty Kitty.
El Gato Loco.
El Gato Loco.
Here, Kitty Kitty.
The desert cat.
It's a desert cat. If I see hello kitty kitty in the desert, I'm 100% thinking it's a mirage and I need some water like right quick.
That's awesome. I'm gonna like this thing. I'm late on 420, guys. Cheers.
Your clock's like 5 minutes behind, but someone did a trick on you. You're always going to be 6 minutes late. You better adjust that clock.
It's not a clock. It's my reaction to your guys' Hello Kitty shit. Kitty Kitty shit. I almost dropped the weed everywhere, so.
Brent Anderson is bringing up the pole pounder in chat.
I was full pounding.
Do some curls, Great Fingers.
Pole pounder.
Earlier. That's why I'm dressed like this still. I was working out.
Take the shirt off. We want to see what we're working with.
Yeah.
I got $1.
Don't threaten him to do that. He's naked with his shirt down.
The shirt is compressing my body. Once I take it off,
We've got to get you a Hello Kitty pole pounder.
Hello Kitty dumbbells.
Kettlebells. I'll take some
with ears on them so they don't roll away.
The handle could be the bow for Hello Kitty one. But
yeah.
Every time you swing them,
I'm pretty sure if you type in Hello Kitty on eBay, just about every single thing you can think of is out there for Hello Kitty people.
Hello Kitty shirt with my ex girlfriend. I have to buy her everything.
Wait, I lost track at 7. Was that 7
or 8? Yeah, probably 8 or 9. 9 girlfriends ago. I might not even call them girlfriends. You know, they're just 9.
Just tag numbers on them like the year. You know, my 09 girl.
Yeah, the fucking 15.
That stuff, that Hello Kitty stuff you showed yesterday seemed pretty recent.
Yeah, the last stuff's all recent. It's all new. Like this resurgence.
Yeah, he was feeling lonely, so he bought some.
What?
Snuck into that little kitty.
I have no idea what you said, Johnny.
I just heard Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty, kitty.
My earbud going
well,
dead.
I mean, isn't it like Hello Kitty in Japan is like a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a clan of people that are like Hello Kitty the whole way.
Kitty clan.
Would you name, if you were to put a strain out, would you call it Kitty Kitty?
Yeah, I used to have one that I called that, but it wasn't
like cat kiss times.
It was the Hello Kitty what I wanted.
Cheetah kiss? You get kitty?
Yes. That's what I want to know. What's the Hello Kitty going to taste like?
Litter box.
Litter box.
Litter box.
Got the hairball turn. Kitty kitty.
Ammonia litter box.
Got the ammonia cup, bro.
What's the high like on the high? Hello Kitty Kitty.
Hello, kitty, kitty.
I think the cat piss and the tuna, you'd cross those and you'd get the fucking Hello Kitty. Just
Nasty.
thinking of it, you know? And be like,
I like
Hello
the fruits,
Kitty.
man.
Hello Kitty. Maybe throw Exodus cheese in there or a cheese in there. So it could be like.
What about the little Swedish fish gummies?
Yeah, that's a good one. Did anybody make that one yet? Swedish fish? If not,
Nah, you might
filling
be
our
on
heels
some.
if you guys do, motherfuckers. Just kidding. Fighting ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Stop fighting me down. I'm talking my shit over here. When we say that shit, everybody still goes shit. Sorry. I noticed that shit. Everything
You know,
you guys say
Green Finger,
from
I
the
have a vision. I told you this before, but I think it's Monday or Tuesday, one of the weeks at the Comedy Store right in Hollywood.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
put on by 420 thing, Peaked, all these like cannabis comedian guys. And it's kind of like open mic, whatever. And I think that if you could just work up like 10 minutes, that's a lot in comedy, where you can be like bam, bam, bam with some of the good stuff. Hello Kitty, the whole Coachella. I think we could fucking definitely make a lot of people laugh.
You have to bring your little pipe out there.
Like in a good, yeah, the whole shtick. Like I think it
Maybe
was
just a
like,
picture of the
fuck,
pipe
next thing you know, you're like the funniest guy in comedy, dude. We're on the road booking
Oh,
shows.
no, yeah, I'm not trying to go work and shit, bro. Like,
Wait, telling 15
That's
minutes
right.
worth of jokes a night, that doesn't seem like a lot of work.
It does though, because people drain.
Oh,
the
I
fuck
know.
out of me. No, I just
And you
don't
always
like
got to
people.
come up with new
He's
shit.
left with you.
It's not that hard to come up with new shit when you're just always talking shit about people when you're watching videos, and I'm just sitting
Yeah,
there.
I think you have this certain like dark appeal comic. Like I see it.
I bite my
I'll even
tongue a
come
lot.
pick you up and we'll
90%
drive
of the
there.
time.
And we'll,
Yeah,
you don't have to get
I'm
on
biting my tongue.
stage, but we'll go there thinking, yeah, you could do it.
See, that'd be the problem. If I crushed it, then I'd be addicted to the fucking filling, the fucking destroying the fucking crowd. Just fucking be like,
I think it might be your hidden calling, dude. Because like I come on this show, usually I don't laugh at a lot. You fucking make me laugh every fucking night. Serious about shit. If you ask me right now, what is so funny about what he says, I couldn't even tell you.
That's just fucked up. But I make you laugh? No.
Every night, dude.
Am I joking? No. Like,
Triple X
Not like
girlfriend
that.
shit.
Like in the good ass way, dude. Like in the
Like you right
genuine
now, or
way,
like
not in
fucking-
that fucked up way.
Wow.
How did the rest of the joke go? Like
I actually think I'm not alone. I think if there's a bunch of hands raising up right now.
I was trying to think of the one-liner you dropped earlier when we were talking.
What the one-liner?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere, so I
Everything is a one-liner to me. That's the whole problem. My whole life's a one-liner. Like
Well,
everything.
let's cash in on it, dude. I'm telling you. I think you might have this thing where next thing you know, you hit the stage to do a little comedy and like your fucking world changes, dude.
You could be the next Carrot Top.
Well, wait a minute. We don't want to do that. Well, he
I'm gonna-
makes a lot of
I'm
money.
gonna get on
That dude's
steroids.
weird.
He does make
He's
a
pretty
lot.
weird. Every
I'm gonna be
time
on
I see him,
steroids,
like,
guys.
what the fuck has
Keep
happened to
pounding
this
that
guy?
pole, buddy.
You could
Oh.
take the Gallagher route and you could smash beautiful things.
Fuck, dude.
Hello Kitties, little Hello Kitties, and like smash them fucking. Not like cats, like real ones or nothing, but like made of stuff like, that will explode good.
But,
Get you a
but
big
don't
old cat.
forget, like
cannabis
comedy,
mallet.
cannabis comedy. That's the lane. But not stupid cannabis
Smash-
comedy.
smash
The good
bongs
kind,
and
like the shit you got.
Just break really expensive bongs and piss people off. Fucking. $1,000
Yeah, there you go.
bong.
That's the one-liner right there. If you pop that at the right time, timing's everything, you get a lot of laughs. Would you just say break expensive ass bogs? Like
Yeah,
the kind that cost 10 grand and shit that these people covet. The heady boys, the heady boy bongs.
I can't find one because I don't have any. They're all broken. Every bong I've ever had is broken. Jerome Bakers that cost you $600, $900 Jerome Bakers, like everything, like destroyed. Like,
Honestly,
what the fuck? How do they get destroyed?
What's that?
Destroyed? That's pretty gnarly. Like I get it that a piece breaks, but you said destroyed.
Destroyed completely. Bad temper sometimes. Bad tempers and glass bombs don't fit. Like,
at the weekend, but at the weekend, we were sitting at a table and a guy broke his first rig. Yeah. Okay. He made like literally, you know what I mean? And they were putting actually down safety mats, you know what I mean, and everything, so that he could put his rig on, and he knocked it over in them. Like, okay, right. And then like down on one of the vendor stalls actually collapsed. And they actually had rigs on their display, but them rigs just slid across the floor. I'm not like, you know what I mean? It's like glass breaks, but then you see this other thing and it's like, yeah. It's like you see these rigs just sliding across a concrete floor and you're going like, you can hear it like in your head going like, oh no, you know?
And none of those broke? That's the guy
broke.
you want to...
None of them broke.
The guy you want to buy
and yeah, just oh yeah, these things happen.
This reminds me. Okay, it's a lot of years ago that I bought my last bong, and this is when I was living in Topanga and went all the way down to Venice on the boardwalk where I'd seen this bong, and I came back the week later to buy it. I forget how much. It was a fucking killer bong, and I think it was like first I took one hit. My wife was going to take the second hit, and we had a ceiling fan in this room, and somehow I like wanted to look at the thing in the light or some shit after one hit, and like it went bam right in the fucking ceiling fan, chopped the fucking top off of it. And I remember the feeling of like stupidity, disgust, all this, and that was it. I never bought another bong ever again. Like that a lot of them had broke before that, but that was the final, like, yeah, fuck.
It's crazy.
Pipes, I don't break them too often, but bongs, yeah.
I broke thousands of pipes off my lap, thousands of chillums off my lap, and out of my top shirt, my pockets. When I bend over and be like, fuck, why I put it there? Just fly out. Blink, blink, blink. My dog's pissing off.
That was only one.
Yeah, that's just Coco. That's my dog. The rest are just his dogs. Like,
oh, yeah.
Coco has a team of dogs.
Has 19 dogs. How many do you really got?
2013.
2000.
He's got one dog, and Coco's got a pack.
Yeah, I got Coco and his daughter, and then they have a whole pack of dogs, about 10 dogs that they have. We're a pack of 7.
And they bring this like back every day.
I'm curious, was it like a circumstance where you just kept finding other dogs, or somebody said, oh, here's all these dogs, or how did it happen?
I love the way he said it. I have one, and then the rest of them are his.
Coco's the grandfather. And he had kids.
Oh, it's all the same lineage?
Yeah. So Coco was the part, and then like this little one named Ugly had smashed the same chick. So this is the same chick, the same dog. One dog is his from before, and then Maya had 7. From her had 5 and 2. Like, one baby had 5, one baby had 2. COVID, they were closed. There was no vet.
Dude, this is a reality show right here.
COVID was the
cleanage
problem.
of the dog.
Yeah, COVID was like fucked up. There was no vets willing to do anything. Nobody was working and shit. And it was like whatever. So I just kept the dogs, and then I gave half of them to my ex, or whatever you want to call her, whatever we want to call her.
XXXXXXX.
Wait,
XOG.
whatever you want to call her. All right,
Whatever you wanna
that
call her.
leaves a lot to my imagination.
XXXX.
Like whatever I want to call her. Holy
My
shit.
friend, she's still my friend, so like we'll just call her my friend. I gave
Okay.
three of them to my friend, and then she came over just the other day, and I was like, "Take these fuckers with you already, dude. The fuck!" And then she couldn't stop laughing like hysterically, like fucking a crazy person. I was like, "Fuck, serious, take them. Like those three need to go. They're crazy."
So you weren't kidding that this one dog of yours
Hey.
has this whole other
Harem.
all these other dogs.
All these family, yeah, big family. Well, Ugly's the
So-
dad of them, and then he had sex at the same time with the mom, so like half of his colors are in there, and you can see the print on these dogs that look like him, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Why do you got the markings or the colors of him, or the shape of them, and then you got, yeah, you look like mom and brother and. the
And
other
so
brother.
wait, all the time when they have puppies, you're the guy.
I was ripping
Yeah.
open all the sacks and pulling them out, fucking ripping them with my teeth and fucking. I didn't know what to do the first time. I was going
What?
crazy. Like, oh my god, there's all kinds of fucking bags of little bloody babies. What do I do? Then I was like popping open.
What are you doing?
We gotta get green fingers closer to town.
I'm telling you.
Like they started moving and
Definitely.
crawling and like. I was like, yes, there's another one's alive. Take your fucking baby, you
Now,
dumb bitch.
Let
And
me
then it got
ask you,
moving.
Green Fingers, because I'm serious. How many hours can you physically leave the dogs and like get out of there? Like I showed up and we said, all right, let's go get something to eat. Or can you at least get a few hours, or what can you do?
I could like leave like to the store and shit, or to, like the casino or
Couple
fucking-
hours, couple
Yeah,
hours.
go fuck around and then come back. There wouldn't be no problems because I used to have
There-
16.
there's
I had
casino
16
out there?
fucking- Yeah, there's a casino
What
down
can-
the street.
Ah, well, fuck. I like casinos.
I don't know if they'll let me in, but there's a casino.
Green
Oh, they'll
Fingers,
let
if
us
you
in.
leave for a couple of hours, in a couple of months, do you get a couple more dogs?
They're all the girls are fixed. So
Well, I got a feeling that they're like a pack. So, like, if you brought some other dog
Yeah,
from
they're
some
pack-
other
pack
that
animal.
ain't into
yeah.
that shit. Yeah, they're
they're
all like
pack-
a family.
It's gotta be insanity when them girls are in heat over there. Cause boy, them boy dogs go lose their fucking mind when one of them
Absolutely.
These girls know they got their shit together. They put the boys in place like right away.
Aren't you glad we don't work off smell?
We do though. I fucking was like
We ain't running
My
across the
brain
highway.
around it.
Well, I
sniffing
guess.
through the phone. I'm trying to sniff through the phone and
Well,
see what.
I read something that said it was like a poll that polled people, and yeah, like 90% of people answer like the same. Their hearing, their eyesight, their hearing, and they rate like the smell, like as your senses lowest. But then in this thing, they kind of point out that actually it's like one of the most important. And yeah, it's tied to our memory. It's tied to like a lot more than we think. We think like if you said, well, you got to give up one of them. You're like, oh yeah, that, not my eyes and ears, but actually, yeah. This article made me, I can't quote it or whatever, but made me realize, yeah, you don't think much of it, but it's like super important.
Have you ever confronted Coco about this?
No, what the hell? What the hell am I supposed to
Let's sit down and have the talk. Hey guys, that's my time to check out though, man.
Well, wait, you said you got him the fix, so like everything, because yeah,
Cheers,
when you have a
Smiley.
family unit like that, you kind of got to stop that from continuing on, or you'll have like, yeah,
All right,
that's not a
Smiley,
good.
later
You
on.
can't.
Damn inbreeders.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, they made them. Yeah, they had babies with. Yeah, so that's a
Well,
mix.
a little bit isn't the end of the world, but it can't. You gotta. You
Where they
can't
get
let
their
it go
lovable
for-
ugliness from. They get their ugly lovableness from them having inbred once. Like, The brothers and the sisters were the last litter that made their dumb little babies.
Have you ever thought about just turning Coco on to breeding cannabis instead of other dogs?
No, he likes to just drag other dogs around by his dong. Like, walk around. I'm like, what is going on here? Why are you stuck to him? Never mind, water hose.
Why are you stuck to him?
Yeah, like what's
Oh,
happening?
dude.
Why are you dragging him like that? Like, why are you dragging that dog like this? Like, what the hell's going on?
Oh God. I've had those experiences, but I only had a couple dogs.
So did I. I only had a couple too at one time. Fuck. Went to the casino once and found them stuck together, and I was like, God damn it. Did it again, found the same thing. Then did it again, found the same thing. And I was like, damn it, every time I go there, I gotta separate you three, or you two, and then you four, and then you seven, and then you 13, and you 16. Or however it went.
They just make in a big
there.
You took, because don't they have like a program where basically they'll give you the neuter or spade for free?
Yeah.
You bring them
Yeah,
in.
there was COVID though. Like there was fucking.
I know the vets.
They were like,
fucked
"Fuck
up.
you guys."
They still are.
Yeah, they still do that to me. They're like, "You bring your dog in, drop him off in the fucking parking lot, and we'll take care of it." It's like, fuck off! What the hell? I don't even get to find out what's going on with my dog, or stay there. Fuck you. Like, yeah, just drop it off in the parking lot. We'll take it in and.
Drop it off. Yeah, well, that's how. Even though COVID's sort of over, the vets still operate that way. Like,
Parvo.
yeah, you don't go in the vet. They come out to your car.
They run away
and take the
and
dog.
reach at you and shit. Like, Parvo, fuck you. You're gonna kill all the fucking dogs here. Yeah, it's like, no, I was just asking about it. What would we do if we had Parvo to bring them in? It's like, oh, never mind. We're not gonna spray you with bleach no more. But
in COVID, my dog got a gash, and I beyond the vet that I'd spent a lot of money on over the years, they couldn't make an appointment. That I called around. It was like a couple years ago in the middle of that COVID thing. And by the time I finally got this other vet to do it, it cost a lot more because it hadn't been dealt with soon enough. So they had to like do more surgery or cut it out to stitch it. When if we would have done it that first night, it wouldn't have been a big thing. Yeah, I called every fucking vet and they fucked every one of them were like had some bullshit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're like, if you don't have a test or if you don't have a negative fucking this or if you don't have.
See you guys later. I'm going. Peace and love always.
Cheers, Johnny.
Johnny.
Later, Johnny.
Good hanging,
You
Johnny.
guys. Later, Eagle.
Later. Have a good night.
I know.
Good day.
Oh yeah, sure. 3420.
Way past.
And we called it early. Shit.
Yeah, we probably should.
Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Good shit.
That's what Coco said.
Yeah, he's fucking pissed at me. He wants me to go to sleep so he could big spoon me.
Did you take a bunch of mushrooms, single?
I did.
You want to be by yourself now?
I thought we took a micro dose. Now it became a bunch of mushrooms.
Well, it wasn't a bunch, but it's hard to tell. What's a bunch? What's a bunch when it's been reduced down? Huh? It could be a bunch, could be a little bit.
Yeah, you're just looking at that lava lamp saying it wasn't a bunch. It wasn't a bunch.
Maybe it was one big one, just like that red blob right there.
That's what I was saying.
Just one mouthful.
Like I have a friend that makes those capsules, grows them himself. It's when they're trying to make it 0.2, like you can grind up a whole bunch, but yeah, it's really hard to know because like some parts of the mushroom are super more concentrated than other parts. So like, yeah, I guess grinding it up and putting it in capsules, but
this is
some capsules might be stronger than other ones. Like that's just the nature of that.
Aged a little bit. It's probably, I would say, good 3 years old. That I take every so often. Mr. Inja John Indra says it gets better in time as it kind of crystallizes in the bottle there.
Does it tell you how much he put in that? Like, what's that worth? Like, that's an ounce worth of mushrooms in that little.
Oh yeah, quite a bit of mushrooms went into that bottle, or truffles rather. They were truffles. Yeah.
And at this point, it's like just like with weed. It used to be we pretty much had one kind of mushroom. That was the what do you call that kind? But now they have like the penis envy, the so many different ones, but a whole bunch of those are up to seven times more potent than the golden teachers, right? That was the kind that pretty much was standard for most of my life. You didn't have, oh, which kind of mushroom do you want? Now, fuck, people got 10 different kinds, but most of those are like 7 times stronger than the old ones, which, yeah, well, 2/10 or a small amount of that's a whole different story, right?
I seen a gentleman, a friend of mine that cultivates mushrooms that I trust, was warning me at the last event I seen him at from like bad mushrooms. He said that shit could be good, but it can also go bad. You can get bad fungi in there too. In the case that he pointed out, he said, "Man, look at the packs. There's moisture in there." I said, "What's that gonna do? That's gonna become mold. You know, that blue is gonna become a blue mold, and it will become toxic to you. So you got to be careful about the toxic mushrooms. There's a fine line there."
Yeah, there is.
On the toxic mushrooms, I'm gonna jump out, boys. It was good to see y'all tonight. Cheers, chat.
Hell yeah, Dan, you've been missed, brother.
Summertime, man. You know what I've been doing.
Yeah. Gotta make it
back
money.
in the cooler weather.
Well, I guess with that being said, thank goodness for winter.
Yeah, man. Y'all be good, man.
So, Danny boy,
have a good week.
Absolutely.
Other than the return of Thunder Dan, man, I ain't looking forward to fucking winter. Fuck the cold weather this year, man. I am not feeling it yet.
It's already coming.
Big driveway to fucking plow, Eagle, or shovel, should I say? Doing a lot of shoveling this winter.
I'd be doing less shoveling this winter, and yes, it's already getting cold, buddy. But last week we already had a night where it got down to a couple nights where it got down to 34. And there's a couple nights forecasted already where it's going to dip down to 31. So we've already had freeze warnings and shit like that, man, which is terrible for outdoor cannabis in northern Michigan. I got props for the guys that do it in northern Michigan because, man, the weather changes so fucking fast up here. I don't know how they...
And like the sweet spots is barely 60 days, like, right? Like there's no leeway as far as the timing.
I guess a fine medium would be a hoop house, huh? You could take it so far and then pull the top, keep the top.
I imagine there's still people that breed toward this. Look, I remember the first seeds and things I used to hear about way back were like early girl. There was like strains they were marketing or selling that were like designed to be able to finish early or finish later, like that was more important than like flavor and whatever else. Like go back to those early first seeds that were offered. A lot of it was like be able to finish a crop early in a certain area or whatnot, or have one that you planted later for a different area.
Shit, you definitely I've been supporting in the winter a hat there already, man. I've got this window here next to me cracked. It's fucking chilly in this bitch already. fucking flannels might just become a thing. Just fucking keep it, the layers, the winter layers warm. You know what I mean? What?
Get the long johns out, fucking right.
I pulled them out of storage already just fucking other day, man. I woke up and they fucking was headed out and it was 45. I'm like, yeah. It was only reaching 50 for the day, too. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for this fucking shit. Yeah.
You got hit
All right. You have like a whole other set of clothes that come out for all that.
Oh, yeah.
I put away all my short pants the other day. No more short trousers. The rain was just beating me at an angle, like, you know what I mean? Not nice. And the wind chill was like, okay, I think I'll put pants on.
Like there's leaves falling already up here. Well, I thought the other day as I fucking seen them fucking all over the roof. I'm like,
waterfall.
Fuck, it is September. Why it doesn't feel like September for some reason, but it is, time for that shit. Leaves all over. Fuck.
I don't even know what those are. We don't have
leaves.
Trees
you don't have trees on? Oh,
no, we have desert, bro. Come on. It's cactus, dude. It's cactus and the one occasional bush. Dang, you have trees that change colors and shit.
Oh man, fuck yeah! That's one of the best parts about northern Michigan is fucking driving country drives this time of year when the trees are turning fucking all kinds of fucking reds and browns and
that sounds
a little bit of green. Awesome.
I've never seen it on TV. I gotta go where there are trees.
It's good.
Well, dude, you live in California, for God's sake. Just because you're in some like crazy pocket of whatever you want to call it, like you could go in any direction and find beauty, even the desert, Joshua Tree, or there's areas close to you that are impeccable.
We have flowers that some of them bring up all over the place when it rains, but like I didn't get to see none of that shit. That didn't happen this year. It's weird. What the fuck? The flowers didn't pop up yet. Weird.
Well, I'm curious. Like, so wait, you don't like to drive, or you just what's the deal? Because you got to have a car to live. The further you live out off the beaten path, the more necessary it is to have a car.
Somebody look at me wrong or something, and I'll get myself in trouble. It's just better that I stay inside, away from people that might piss me off.
Nah, I ain't buying that. I'm sorry, dude. That's where no.
It really is. It's in my best interest to not be in the.
All right. Well, maybe for a little period, but you got to break out of that. That's no way to live.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit.
I'm a hermit.
I'm not
Don't
a
get
hermit.
me wrong. I'm
just
a professional hermit.
But punch somebody in their fucking throat 30 times.
Don't punch somebody in their fucking throat. That ain't cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
When I seen you first off, I knew you were
that's not even an option.
You knew how to throat punch?
Yeah, fuck, a throat punch.
And a pole pounder.
Pole pounder, throat puncher, and a fucking donkey puncher sometimes. Donkey puncherello.
And we're still looking for that extension cord.
I found one. It's just fucking looking at me like fucking somebody needs to get on time and then I can fucking use it. Just kidding. Stop moving over there. Wow.
Well, boys, we have hit that time. Way past time today. Way past time.
Hell yeah. 1 minute.
Well, I'll be the first. I appreciate the time, and it was great hanging out. Have a good week, everyone. And Eagle, listen to the first set of that first night. It's the most epic thing. I think you're in the perfect headspace for it. About 50 minutes long.
I will take
All right, Green Fingers, everyone else, have a good one.
Have a good one, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Peace, bud.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm gonna bail out as well. It's lovely to chill out with everyone and hang. Eagle, I got somebody for you for an interview as well. I'll send you their details.
Please do. Oh yeah, appreciate that.
All right. Sorry, yeah. Okay. So love you all, and have a good day. And
See me on.
nice to finally get to the Auto King. Yeah. Tracking you down.
Love you, brother. Have a good day.
Love you. Have a good trip.
Right on.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Canna mush.
Canna's.
Canna's
room.
Cash rooms.
What the fuck? The Canna's room.
Combo. Someone combined the two.
That's awesome.
Right, gents, I'll be next one out. Am I fucking muted? Nope, I don't think so. No. All right, I'll be next out. Good. I don't know, man. I'm like, shit. It's good to see you, Eagle. Appreciate you. Thanks for the platform. Till next time, man. Take care. Good night.
Great day, brother.
Thank you.
Take care, you cunt. Pop those seeds. All of them.
I am, man. By next week, I'm going to have them all pop, and we'll see how stupid I am or if I'm half as stupid. See you, gents. Appreciate you. Good
Love
night.
you. You can't.
See you, brother.
Well, boys, I guess it's my turn now. So, see you later.
Have a good day, Major.
Oh, yeah. Finishing up a beautiful fireplace I made, man. It's going to be fuck. I'll send you some pictures of this one, man. This one I'm proud of. My first one, too, man. So, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please do, man.
All right, boys. Peace.
Cheers.
Cheers, Major Auto. All right, everybody. We'll plant some seeds. I'll do the same shit. I'll fucking do it. I don't want to. But if they die, it's your guys' fucking faults, man. It's not mine. So I'm not taking no responsibility for killing any more of my own seeds or anybody else's seeds. Love you guys. Eagle. Love you.
Love you too, man.
I'm
thinking about you guys for winter, man. I'm actually thinking about doing a few hats and sweatshirts to do for some giveaways and shit here coming up soon.
It's coming up soon. It's gonna be here before you know it. We're all gonna be bundled up. Even my hot ass. Literally. Love you, bro. Have a good day,
man. You too. With that being said, guys, if this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, please take time out for a little bit of self-love, a little bit of meditation along the lines of what I am hoping is a very prosperous day for you. Please give it back a little bit. Do something nice for somebody. Brandon Max Kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. With that being said, I will see you tonight with 11:30 with Holla What You Got. Will be here telling us his story. So be ready 11:30, and of course, we come hang out at 4:20 on the backup channel. I forget. I think today's episode is the Ladies of Hash, a rerun of the Ladies of Hash episode. So if you want to hang out at 4:20, that's what you'll see.